New York, a good karma brands radio station. Don.
You're a filth bag. You're a sex-star filth bag.
Hahn.
The guy's going to be 41.
Flicking it.
And Rosenberg.
Go look at Redford in that movie right now. You'll want to hook up with him. This isn't North Dakota. This is New York.
This is Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg.
The best threesome I've ever heard.
On ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
3:01 in the big city with Don LaGreca, Peter Rosenberg. I'm Alan Hahn. Guys are getting set up. We have Manuka honey being passed around.
That's right. It's that time of
It's
year.
like liquid gold, baby.
It's definitely that time of year.
Wait, so is Don sick?
Is he what?
Sick?
No, he's not sick. He's
I got
load management.
Well, what
We gotta
happened? Why
get
you guys switch
we gotta
seats?
dial it back. We got to just make sure the voice stays where it is because the Devils don't lose when that voice is talking. You understand this, right?
I'm seeing the numbers.
There's 6 straight wins here.
because of the fiasco with the flight. I did not get the proper rest going into Tuesday, and then I back-to-back games, and I had a little cold. So I'm just trying to be careful. And the Manuka honey, it's a miracle drug.
So real quick, so you and Alan switch seats here? He's flying the plane?
He's going to fly the plane, and
You're gonna rest up.
Is that okay?
I just didn't know what happened. I thought maybe Don was promoted.
I thought it was a little aggressive that he took the big seat.
Listen.
But that's all right.
Now it's the big chair.
Well, it's kind of known as the big chair. Did
Well,
Kay
it's-
ever sit
It's not
to
just
either
him.
side of us?
Did he ever not lead?
That's a
No.
good point. See?
Right.
See the difference?
I mean,
Well, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying it was a little ballsy. That's
So
all.
what?
Was
So
it?
real quick, I
Was
missed
it?
this conversation. You guys had a chat like, "Hey, I'm gonna lay back," and Alan said, "No problem, Captain.
No,
I'm gonna step in here and take the lead."
The true leader of the show, Anthony Pusick, said, "We're going to have Alan lead."
Okay,
And I'm like, okay.
sounds good. But then you didn't know Alan was gonna go beeline right for the seat and put you on the side like some sort of stinking minion. Is what you're saying?
I won't go that strong, but if I had
No,
a vote
I-
between that and I'm cool,
I do recall a conversation we had.
Sure.
When we started this show about 1/3, 1/3, 1/3.
Yeah.
All for one, one for all. 3 Musketeers.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Well,
We're all we got. We're all we need.
no, it's true.
And now-
I heard
I'm just
all
saying.
that, and now it's like, how dare you,
You sit in the seat.
my seat?
No.
Now all of a sudden,
How
I'm
did the Three Little
ballsy
Bears-
No.
because I'm here going,
No.
well, I guess I'll lead the way, so
No.
let's sit where everything
how
is
does the
right
Three
here.
Little Bears go? Somebody's been sitting in my seat.
I never said anything negative. I didn't say, oh, my seat. I just made the statement that it was a bit bold because Alan's that kind of guy who's like, this cool? You're right?
He is a
You do
this
that?
cool kind of guy. Yeah.
But he saw that seat and
went right
pounced
for
on
it.
it like a loose ball.
Yeah, he did. Like the Knicks last night. And
That's a good win.
And poor Don was left with his eyes wide like Cash Patel this morning. You know what I mean?
Eyes wide. How about Adam Silver right now?
Well,
would you want to be in his shoes?
I got to tell you,
after 2 great nights of NBA action,
if I'm
too.
Adam Silver, seriously, and I'm sure everybody heard the news about what took place,
Yeah, we'll get to that. We'll explain everything.
is that if I'm Adam Silver, I got to get out in front of this, no? Like
Well, he put out a statement. That's
let's hear it.
the statement.
Yes, I want to hear the statement from our fearless leader, Adam Silver.
The statement that I received this morning
No, he sent it directly. Is that a direct email?
directly to me at
That's nice.
12:14 p.m. today.
That's nice.
Yes, you see, it's to me.
Yeah, that's nice.
So who else got it? I don't know.
I didn't get
It's
it.
the only name on here is mine.
Yeah,
It came
To
right
Al-
from Adam.
Alan wanted to talk to you.
Yeah. We are in
You
the
up?
process.
Hey, Alan, you up?
New phone, who dis? We're in the process of reviewing the federal indictments announced today. Terry Rozier and Chauncey Billups are being placed on immediate leave from their teams, and we will continue to cooperate with the relevant authorities. We take these allegations with the utmost seriousness, and the integrity of our game remains our top priority.
Now,
That's
if you
it.
remember the Black Sox scandal of 1919,
Oh, yeah.
I was there.
Like it was yesterday.
that if you saw the movie 8 Men Out, that the way everybody kind of knows the history of that is that Charles Comiskey was the owner of the White Sox, and the suggestion to him was, get behind this investigation. Make it seem like you're leading the investigation. The perception to the public has to be that Adam Silver is all over this because the reputation of the league is on the line.
Yep.
All right? Now, do I think that games are being fixed and it's not all on the up and up? No, I don't.
No.
I believe that something was going on the side. But what hurts more than anything else is the reputation of this league. If Adam Silver's behind it, don't fight it. Be on board. Be aggressive. Make it seem like you're leading this investigation. Find things. Excommunicate the players involved, the coaches involved.
But he doesn't have to. I don't think he'll have to fake that. Won't he want to?
Yeah, no, but I'm saying he should want to do that. But even if he doesn't have the authority necessarily to void contracts or to lead any kind of investigation that the FBI is involved in, no, it's about the perception of you're getting out in front of this. Because the reputation of your league was sullied today, and you've got to be able to correct that.
Well, the first thing you do, obviously, is to say that these guys are away from the sport. Like, you want to make that clear right off the bat. But just to catch everybody up in case you weren't on social media or weren't able to keep up, you're just getting out of work and you're like, what are you talking about? What the hell just happened? This is a major gambling scandal, a sting, if you would, that the FBI has uncovered and announced today, which is the timing of it is incredible when you consider the fact that the NBA season just opened.
Yeah, Tuesday.
So, like to hold it until this morning, waiting for what last night was a full schedule of games. Tuesday night was a soft open, you could say. NBC had a doubleheader, but last night was a full schedule. The whole league was playing. And then today, boom, this drops. So Chauncey Billups, who's now, as you know, he's a Hall of Famer and a former player. He's the Trailblazers head coach. And Terry Rozier, a player for the Miami Heat who also played in Charlotte and in Boston, and former Cleveland Cavaliers player and assistant coach Damon Jones, all of them were arrested this morning as part of a pair of wide-ranging investigations related to illegal sports betting and rigged poker games backed by the mafia.
Oh, yeah.
That was what was announced here. 34 people in total were arrested. It was the result of a years-long investigation covering 11 states and tens of millions of dollars. Multiple charges involve 4 of the mafia families. You can name them. Organized crime networks. And the money that involved is the fraud. Here's the quote from Peter, your favorite person, Kash Patel, the FBI director.
He's good. He's competent.
The fraud is mind-boggling. That's the lead quote. Mind-boggling.
The fraud is
mind-boggling.
Okay.
So Rozier was arrested. Rozier was arrested this morning. The Heat played in Orlando last night and stayed overnight. They arrested him at the team hotel in the morning. So he's arrested. He was accused of participating in the sports betting scheme that used insider information. You saw this with Jonte Porter, Michael Porter Jr.'s brother. That had come out earlier. Rozier apparently was doing the same things. Now, he was already under investigation by the league. They were using information. Basically, he knows who's playing, who's not.
Right.
Players know stuff. So this was an investigation that involved at least 7 NBA games between March 23 and March of 24. It involved the Hornets, the Magic, the Trailblazers, the Lakers, and the Raptors. So you're talking about a significant portion of the league and a bunch of games. In 3 of the 7 games, players intentionally removed themselves from contests to benefit the gamblers' bets. That's, once again, the prop of unders and all that other stuff.
Sure.
Or point totals, player point totals.
The other one is the poker game thing, which, while the sports betting one is one we all kind of think that's the one that's immoral, right? This one feels like a movie. This is Rounders.
This is an episode of Sopranos. It's just you could picture it in Sopranos.
Like I said, we've seen movies based on stuff like this. So Billups, and he was arrested. They played last night. He was arrested at home in Oregon. He's charged in a separate indictment. Now, this alleges a wide-ranging scheme to rig underground poker games that were backed by mafia families. The defendants are accused of using technology to steal millions from victims in the New York area.
The technology is amazing. By the way.
When they went into detail, Don, you're talking about they had card readers, they had tables that were set up to a point where the table could see the cards face down.
X-ray the bottom of the table
and send you pictures so you knew who had what hand. The automated dealer it would know by the automated shufflers, it would know what cards were going where and who had what.
Yeah, there would be cards that were marked with something that can be only seen by certain glasses that would be worn.
Oh, there's that too, the
by some
contact lenses
players.
or the glasses, right?
Yeah.
Unreal. So the details of that go into those. It almost was, I hate to use this word, fascinating. The detail that they went to with these games. Now, they would attract big money fish who wanted to play big money, high stakes poker with celebrities.
And the celebrities would be called face cards, and that Chauncey Billups was considered the celebrity.
And Billups was considered, hey, you can play poker with the Hall of Fame. Wouldn't that be great?
And they're alleging that he knew, though, that he was part of the operation.
Well, he got a piece.
He got a piece.
Now, whether he knew
or he thought that was a appearance
just
fee.
ignorant.
Yeah.
I mean, he might be able to get up from this just by the sheer, I didn't know. They didn't tell me. But he did get a piece of it, and that's why I think that it's separate between the Rozier stuff, because Billups is not being accused of any fixing of games or any point shaving. It's two separate things. There was a huge sting that evolved many, many different allegations, many years. This went really, really deep into it. The NBA is a part of it, a significant part of it, but as Alan said, the reason they announced it on opening day and some of the names are recognizable, this adds a little bit of fuel to the investigation, makes it a little bit more sexy. So it's not just an NBA thing, but the NBA seems to be a big part of this.
It's almost like the ignorance is not a defense in this. It can't be. It can't be. First of all, poker games in the NBA, in all pro sports, been going on since pro sports began.
Sure.
These guys, especially once these guys were being paid large sums of money and traveling the way they traveled, there's always these unbelievable stories about poker games that happen on team charters. To a point now where a lot of teams, it's illegal. Like they tell you can't do it. But there was a time in the 90s especially, like there are stories about players who lost tens of thousands of dollars to teammates. There are stories that are told about player versus player where you see a fight in a game and you're like, what's that beef all about? Not about a hard foul. Mm-hmm. It was about a poker game and you didn't pay. And there's a lot of trash talk that it gets involved, and all of it has to do with you owe this guy money. This has been going on. This is nothing new when it comes to poker games and high-stakes poker in the sport. But what this is about is attracting people to play and to basically cheat them out of their money.
Yeah, to rip them off. And
completely
and not
different
only
story.
that, to get them in the door and get their money
right
by selling the faces of recognizable NBA players.
Right.
Or personalities, coaches.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a crazy. That you talk about, Don. You can't picture an episode of Sopranos where they get like a guest star from the NBA and it's like, oh yeah, I'm working a game. I got a hustle going on here with Chauncey Billups, and we'd be watching at home going, well, that's random. They got Chauncey Billups to be in an episode of The Sopranos. That's what it feels like. And when you see
they would have probably gotten a former net, right? Like Van Horn would have been there or something like that, right?
Exactly.
They'd always throw in a little subtle
Jason Williams.
like a
devil net
New
kind of
Jersey thing, right? I get it.
But it does feel like that. And it's all, I mean, the names involved, the mob families are the big dogs.
Just from reading the information here, it's like the poker one to me, because we all know what happens in the sports betting. They're just you're basically you're tanking, right? Bet the under, I'll tank. I'm going to say I was sick. I don't come in. Like everybody knows that. That's how that works. That's immoral. It's bad for the game, and somebody's benefiting off of it. This is much different. So. Since April of 2019, victims that were lured into these games have lost at least $7 million, according to the indictment. One lost $1.8 million. Now, these aren't poor people. You know,
right.
These aren't people that are going in these games and they have nothing to their name. I mean, they obviously have a ton of money. But the fact that this was going on, you're using rigged shuffling machines, you're using hidden cameras. It's like Don was saying, the amount of technology that they used in this stuff and how much it worked is weird. So why they got Billups was there was a game that they knew about in Vegas using a rigged shuffling machine in April 2019. And victims were defrauded about $50,000. Following another game in October 2020, Billups was wired $50,000 for his participation. So, like, what is he like? Is he thinking I don't know what the argument is going to be. What is the defense going to be?
Well, the defense is going to be
that
I was asked to be a celebrity at a poker game, and they paid me to be there, and
my
I had no
appearance
idea.
fee was $50,000.
I have no idea that there was anything illegal going on. Now, is it possible they never told him and said, "Hey, you're a celebrity. We want to draw some fans in to play poker. You're a fan of poker. We'll give you $50,000 and no questions asked." Now, I'm not saying that's a defense,
but how does he not know that it's rigged? Because what is he? If he's playing, is he putting in his own money? Is that they just say, we'll cover you?
Well, what if the accused?
Because if he's losing money too, what if he's losing?
I guess what happened is if the accused said, "Listen, we never told him," then I guess he can get up
looking
from
for. Yeah. Now again, I mean, it's a bad look. That's a bad look. But that feels more like a movie. It feels more compelling. And it's not right. But the sports betting stuff that Damon Jones is involved in both of these things. That the sports betting one, if you're Adam Silver, is the one that worries you more.
And also, it's not good that you've got former NBA players mixed up with the mob.
Well, I mean, yeah.
All right.
None of that.
I mean, that was always the scare about the gambling. It's like, well, listen, these guys make a lot of money. Why would they rig a game? Why would they jeopardize? Well, you get jeopardized because you know what? You get involved with the wrong people, and then all of a sudden now you get in some debt, and you can't pay it off, and you've got the mob telling you throw a game. What are you going to do? Now, I'm not saying that happened, but how does it look for the NBA that current and former players and coaches are involved with the mafia?
Don, this is you go back to 1919. You brought that up,
yeah.
But college basketball was in a shambles back in the 20s and 30s. The whole CCNY, right? You remember all that stuff,
right?
In the it was all because the mob got to players. It's the same thing,
right?
And if it goes beyond, well, the players just want money. They're looking for extra money. They weren't paid a lot of money. Whatever it was. It also was they started threatening families, like that. That's the scary part of the mafia influence is that once you come in and you agree to do one, and then you're like, no, I don't want to do this anymore. Well, it's too late now. No, we need you,
right?
And you don't want to do it. It's going to be uncomfortable.
And that's exaggerating one way, but more logically, it's hey, even though I'm making millions of dollars, I've got a debt of say $600,000.
Well, there's that too.
And then they say to you, listen, forget about it. You don't have to pay me back the $600,000. Just make sure the team you play for doesn't win by X amount of points.
Right? It's not a big deal,
And then the player thinks to himself, well, we're still going to win the game anyway.
Wasn't that what Pete Rose said?
Right.
I never bet on my team to lose.
Right.
And by the way, I understand the moral argument he's making, but it doesn't hold up from a legal standpoint.
No, it doesn't hold up from a legal standpoint. And eventually you do get to a point where if your debt's that bad, maybe you do have to throw the game. And then we're talking about props. So we're not even talking about the games. We're just talking about the fact that a guy could have played and didn't play. Or a guy comes out of a game. Or what you could see, too, this doesn't get talked about enough, is these props of, like, how many yards or how many points a guy's going to have. And if he plays a certain amount of minutes, then the bet kicks in. So does he drag himself out there even though he's not supposed to play just to get it? Or does he drag himself out of the game so the bet doesn't count? There's so many ways things can get manipulated. And now that gambling is legal, it becomes more of a moral argument. Before, when gambling was illegal, nobody felt bad for these people if they got jobbed. You weren't supposed to be betting anyway.
Yeah.
But now betting is legal, so if there's something untoward going on and I go to DraftKings or FanDuel and I bet it, well, guess what? I got robbed of my money because they got something going on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, here's a great example. And this is the last example we'll give. This is now on the sports betting side. March 23rd, 2023. A bettor at a sports book in Biloxi, Mississippi, placed $13,759 in bets on the unders on Rozier's statistics in a game the night between the Hornets and the Pelicans. All 30 bets won. He exited the game. He exited 10 minutes into the game, citing a foot issue.
There you go. That's it. That's the example.
That's a red flag right there. But that's your example.
Right. And if I'm betting with an illegal bookie, well, what are you going to do? Are you going to cop? But if you're
the house, if you're the sports book, you're like, whoa.
Wait, no, exactly.
I'm not giving out this money.
Like what's going on here? It's a pretty ugly situation. Want to let you know there are a lot of reasons why people buy at Ramsey Ma. It's their selection, it's their customer service, and it's their savings. Get 1.9% financing on a new Mazda 2025 CX-50 or lease for $219 for 36 months. Start shopping now at RamseyMazda.com. Choose wisely. Choose Ramsey Mazda. Call 833-853-2970 for lease details. VIN SN390557, MSRP $32,455. Zero security deposit. APR $17.48 per $1,000 financed. And 10/31/25. The irritating thing for me, though, is we hear there's an hypocrisy because we're going to talk about our bets, right? We're going to make our picks, and we've got FanDuel, and we got DraftKings, we've got MGM. How hypocritical! It's not. What they did was illegal. Both things can exist. We can bet legally and have our apps and talk about it and advertise while we're talking about this, and then have this happen that's a completely different situation. So please spare me the whole, all that you hypocrites, because you're still going to be talking about all of your apps and your betting. Yeah, legal betting. This stuff was going on, guys, way before gambling was legalized. Matter of fact, a lot of these allegations probably happened before they legalized gambling. So stop, clutching your pearls saying the hypocrisy of both that is going on. Both things can exist, guys. You can do something responsibly or do something irresponsibly. And the people that did something irresponsibly are going to get punished for it.
It's taking advantage of the system is what you're doing.
Do we know that any of this will directly have to do with legal gambling?
Well,
no, but I'm already hearing
But these were made. These were legal bets that were placed.
That were placed at.
I said there was one sports book in Biloxi.
But a sports book in Biloxi, the thing is that new? Like, people are going to think it's part of the new legalized sports gambling online everywhere.
Well, the online part, that was more the Porter stuff. Jonte Porter.
Right.
He was giving a group of people a heads up on things
Go
that he
online
knew.
and bet this.
Yeah, do this, or even like there's a prop on me. Which, by the way, the fact, maybe that's the other thing. If you want to regulate anything,
there shouldn't be those.
We do not need a prop bet on a two-way player from the G League. You're always going to bet the under.
Yeah, and by the way,
how is that even winning anything anyway?
I know, and these are guys who are making a very minimum salary, know they won't be in the league for a very long time.
Yeah.
Such a higher chance they would try to take
now,
the
Rozier
risk.
is a good player who is going to have.
Well, what he's
puts
done
up
is
numbers.
Yeah.
Well, this isn't meant to sound holier than thou. I'm just being truthful. What he's done is just put a stink on his entire career.
Yep.
And that's unfortunate. I'm watching right now on Twitter people putting up just compilations of him just taking horrible shots.
How about the one? There was one video of him
He just hands the ball away, basically.
Literally, he's at midcourt and just
gives the ball
passes
away.
the ball to no one.
It's like,
so
and people are posting like, oh my God, was it this obvious?
Yeah.
And for a guy who had a nice career, worked really hard, sort of a workman NBA player, and made a lot of money, you're going to leave now with everyone remembering your name as, oh, you were that guy?
Yeah.
Hard to imagine he escapes that already.
I wonder how many current and former NBA players right now are a little nervous.
Yeah.
Even if they were just
any type of weight.
Hopefully
if they've
scared
already
straight.
Think about it. If they pulled the thread on this sweater to get this far, do they keep pulling?
Well, and not only that, so you're talking about guys who did something.
I'm talking about more of the poker games.
But what if there were guys who were just like, well, I played in a poker game with that guy, but I never.
Yeah, I know. That's what I mean.
If
this is as far as they've gone, we'll see. But again, the day after the NBA's
and the day after
full schedule out,
and the day after the Knicks impress all of us and get this win, here we are in New York talking about this.
Right.
And that is what makes it such a huge black eye. Third day of the season, great start to the year, and this is all anyone's talking about. You understand why.
Wembanyama has a game of that tells you, puts the whole league on notice.
And we should be getting to celebrate Cooper Flagg falling flat on his face in his debut. And instead we're talking about this. It's not right.
Duke haters. But you know what? We can talk about what we saw last night at Madison Square Garden. If that was enough to kind of calm any concerns about a slow start, more explanation on Mitchell Robinson. Karl Anthony Towns, by the way, does exactly the right thing. I think we'd all agree. After the game, he said, I didn't want to let the fans down.
Right.
I wanted to play.
You love that.
And that's what you're looking for, and he played well. And the next up, Friday night at the Garden against the Celtics. 800-919-3776. Next up, your calls. Stay with us. Hahn, Rosenberg, ESPN New York.
Did you know women account for 2/3 of all Americans living with Alzheimer's and 2/3 of all Alzheimer's family caregivers? Join the Alzheimer's Foundation of America at its Women Empowerment Forum on November 5th in Amityville to learn practical ways women can reduce their risk for Alzheimer's and enhance quality of life for themselves and their loved ones living with Alzheimer's. For more information or to register, visit alzfdn.org or call 866-232-8484.
Score or win this game day with Amazon Pickup, the MVP of package pickup. Need that new football jersey for the big matchup? With Amazon Pickup, you can collect your order from secure Amazon lockers or counters near you on your schedule. Whether you're running from work or home or straight to the tailgate, Amazon Pickup makes it easy and worry-free at no extra cost. Don't miss kickoff. Grab your gear and your packages when it works for you. Find your nearest Amazon Pickup location at amazon.com/pickupmvp. That's amazon.com/pickupmvp.
There he goes to the 20, 10, 5. That's a Jet touchdown. That's a Jet touchdown. Jets fans, be there at MetLife Stadium to see the New York Jets take on the Cleveland Browns on Sunday, November 9th at 1 p.m., presented by Verizon. Don't miss your chance to experience the excitement of game day at MetLife Stadium and cheer on your Jets. Lock in your seats at nyjets.com/tickets and get ready to clear the runway.
Hey, it's Alan Hahn. Let me tell you about my friends at Bath Fitter. They remodeled the bath by my pool. They converted a tub into a shower. The result is amazing. Bath Fitter offers all types of custom bath renovations, including their unique PermaFit solution for a watertight fit. It's done in one day, easy to clean, and durable with no demo or mess, and it costs less than a standard replacement. Plus, a lifetime guarantee. Right now, you get no money down, no payments or interest until 2027. So start designing your bath today at bathfitter.com. There's only one Bath Fitter.
Why do you go to Princeton Longevity Center?
We go to Princeton Longevity Center because my husband's cardiologist told him having this exam saved his life.
Because somehow 20 turned into 40, and now I need to take my health more seriously. The Princeton Longevity Center designed a program to keep me healthy and active, so 50 and 60 will be no sweat.
Because even though my cholesterol is high, it turned out my arteries are clear. That's a big relief.
Whether you want to make the most of your future years or just want peace of mind, you need the Princeton Longevity Center. Their comprehensive preventive exam combines the latest technology with caring experts to create your personal plan for staying well.
Because I shouldn't have to wait an hour for a 10-minute physical. I go to Princeton Longevity Center because I get everything done in one day and take my results home with me.
Find out why you need Princeton Longevity. Call 888-8000-PLC or go to PrincetonLongevityCenter.com. Call 888-8000-PLC. That's 888-8000-PLC.
Now let's take a look at the traffic with Brandy Scott.
Thanks a million, guys. Good afternoon. We're going to start off in Jersey. Not so great on the Turnpike northbound in the truck lanes. Over by Interchange 11 for the Garden State Parkway. Overturned dump truck. Only one lane is squeezing by. Traffic is stopped there from 287 and 440 in Edison. Packed ride on the Staten Island Expressway westbound. Heading over to the West Shore. Hitting the brakes there from the Verrazano on through. Jammed on the BQE westbound in Brooklyn right before the Battery Tunnel. Broken down car in the left lane. Solid slowdowns from Queens Boulevard in Queens. Inbound George Roadwork on the upper deck, just about a 5 to 10 minute ride. Best of it's to the outbound said West Side Highway and Henry Hudson. Outbound Lincoln Orany about 10 to 15. Outbound Holland 15 to 20. This report is sponsored by the New York City Department of Transportation. Speeding ruins lives. Drivers, watch out for pedestrians and cyclists and slow your turns to less than 5 miles an hour. I'm Brandy Scott on 880 ESPN New York.
Every aspect of your business will operate better and faster with artificial intelligence. AI is a race, and companies that act first will win. Thrive Managed AI is your advantage over all your competitors. Thrive partners with you on a smart, secure AI strategy for your business. Then they deploy and manage it for you. Be first and win the race with Thrive Managed AI. Start with a complimentary strategy consultation at thrivenextgen.com/ESPN. That's thrivenextgen.com/ESPN.
A SoFi personal loan is here to help you achieve something once thought impossible, overcoming high-interest credit card debt. Walk the tightrope of your finances with one low, fixed-rate monthly payment, no fees required, and as soon as the same-day funding. That's right. Pull off your own debt-defying stunt with a SoFi personal loan. Visit SoFi.com/trick to learn more. Loans originated by SoFi Bank, N.A., member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. NMLS 696891.
8 years ago, I blew my football career.
He dropped it at the 1 yard line.
Chad Powers has arrived on Hulu. If I can't play as Russ, I'll play as someone else.
My name's Chad. And last name?
From executive producers Eli and Peyton Manning.
Remember, you're wearing a prosthetic mask? This is acting.
And starring Glenn Powell.
He thinks you're a rubber toy.
Not rubber. I'm a man made of flesh.
The Hulu original series, Chad Powers, is now streaming on Hulu and Hulu on Disney Plus for bundled subscribers. Terms apply. New episodes Tuesdays.
Now look at Jake. Look at Jacob Perry. This is him shining.
Yeah. He's telling everybody that he's listening to the show.
Hold on.
Know when to fold 'em. Know when to walk away. Know when to run.
There was a
Never
period
comes.
in this country,
Yeah.
probably 80, 81, where there was no bigger star on the planet, Kenny Rogers.
I actually believe that. And you say-
Every song he
And by bigger, you don't mean in stature.
I mean, no. What? No, he was never a morbidly obese man.
I'd say obese.
But when
wasn't very
I
tall.
say he's the biggest man on the planet, no, he was huge. Like every song was a hit, and then all that early '80s country crossover into the top 40. He was a major part of that.
He was big, and then MTV came around.
And then and
he was done.
And then it was over. Now MTV's
By the way,
gone.
Kenny
He
was-
can come back.
He was 6'0". 6 on the dot.
He looked little.
No.
Yeah.
I recently watched Kenny and Dolly performing at Kenny's farewell show.
Okay.
Oh, I was a puddle.
I teared
I mean,
the whole thing.
He wasn't like in bad shape.
What was their song?
But it was they had a few. Then they
They
had
had
two
a
or
few?
three.
Did they?
They had the really big one that was
Islands in the Stream?
Islands in
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
Stream.
That is
That's
what
super
we-
big. Don't they have another one too, Don?
Yes, they do.
They do.
Islands in the Stream. I think that was a Gibbs vehicle too.
Written by Gibbs?
Yeah, I think
that
Barry
sounds
Gibbs.
right because it doesn't sound like country at all. That's what's interesting about Kenny Rogers to me, is that he's like ultimate country with the Gambler kind of vibe, but he also has these moments where he kind of swerves into Blue-Eyed Soul a little bit. Like he had his little moments, his little dalliances with a little bit of a soul.
And then when he started in the '60s, I forget the name of the band that he was in. What condition my condition was in,
And it was more of a bop.
Yeah, he was all over the map. But I'm just saying there was a time.
But go watch him and Dolly perform in that. They did the Islands in the Stream, whatever the hell it's called.
Were they ever like a thing, or did they just do duets?
I think they just did duets.
No.
Because if they were a thing, that's a. I mean,
I think Dolly got married at 18, and they stayed married till he died.
yeah, that's right. Till he just died.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, she just lost her husband recently, last year.
Let's see. They had. I think Islands in the Stream's the only one anybody knows.
But there are other ones, no?
They did have other ones, but I don't
What's
think
the other really big
I
Kenny
don't know.
Rogers
There's
duet,
8
Don?
million pop-ups right now. Is this Talk About It Tuesday?
I know.
I wish it was. Because, you can't go to a website and just look for something without a pop-up. Here comes a video.
Well, no, and then you get
Now
AI
you got to
answers.
log in.
Now AI answers that you don't want.
Jeez. Oh, yeah, then there's chat. How can I help you?
I got a
Here's how
problem.
you can help me. Go away.
Somebody did a picture of me in a black cloak with a pitchfork.
It's actually awesome.
It looks like I totally
That you
am
did
wearing that. So that's why AI is really scary.
And you did it.
There's also You Can't Make Old Friends with
Don't-
Dolly Parton.
No idea.
That's a good song.
Is it?
I don't know it.
Nobody's heard it.
Sure.
Well, don't be so dismissive.
He's being that guy.
Because-
You know what? Is it Thursday?
Did you hear that song? It is.
Well,
I'm being that guy?
I bet you if Jacob plays it, there's a chance we might have heard it.
But there's another Kenny Rogers
I
duet.
know there is.
No, a big one. You and I talked about
Top
recently.
10. All right, here we go. Top 10. Why are we getting on this and not talking Knicks? I don't know.
Well, you know what? It's Thursday. And that's
Islands
what we're
in
doing.
the Stream. You Can't Make Old Friends is number 2.
See?
So there you go. The rest of them we don't know. Man,
These are all duets between them?
There is a picture of Dolly right now.
Damn.
Come on, it's prime
She
Dolly.
aged well.
It's prime Dolly, right?
Give me a sec. Yeah, give me a 20. Can I get a 20?
He's taking 20.
I need a 20. The greatest gift of all is apparently a duet between the two.
They did a bunch together, man.
Real Love.
See?
Is this like Whitney and Mary J. Blige songs? Where are we going? Christmas Without You. Yeah.
See?
I'll Be Home with Bells On. Love is Strange. Yeah, no, come on. I Believe in Santa. Stop it. These are the top 10. I Believe in Santa Claus. Yeah, they did one song.
No, well, I beg to differ. I just wish that Jacob would play one of the songs.
You could
so
beg.
I bet you we
Play
would know.
the one I was telling you that when we get a chance. I'm telling you that you'll know it.
You could beg. Well, in the meantime,
talk to the people, shall we?
How about the Knicks?
Yeah.
Did they do again? It's one of 82. We understand this, but it is against the Cavs. The Cavs were also shorthanded. They were missing 3 key pieces. The Knicks were missing 2. So I think there's so many storylines. Mike Brown played 11 players, and not like token like one guy played 30 seconds,
don't you?
Oh my God! Like
already,
he had no problem going deep into his bench. Towns got in foul trouble, bringing in guys. Trey Jemison, and he played well. Guys were ready to play. They did play a little faster. Did they have some issues shooting a 3? It's like early season stuff. But for the most part, did they not look like the aggressors? Did they not look like a team that was ready for that game? And the Cavs looked like a team that was a little more passive and a team that was still trying to, they really missed Darius Garland. Clearly, Donovan Mitchell had a big third quarter, but otherwise they held him down. Just that third quarter, he went crazy. But when it comes to what we were saying yesterday, guys, statement game or just kind of set a tone, whatever it is, without Josh Hart, without Mitchell Robinson, that team looked like that's how you start a season. Agree or disagree?
I completely agree. And I never had any doubt. So when I was complaining about Mitch not playing, it wasn't like it's going to hurt their chances of winning. I just didn't like taking a knee on opening night. But to beat the Cavaliers after not beating them all of last year, being able to have a really good rotation with guys playing a bunch, having Cat want to play major minutes, you just got to love the whole vibe of it. How was the Garden?
It electric. It really was. People were into it. The celebrities were everywhere. Everywhere you looked, that was cool to see. It felt like it's not a playoff game, but it had that feeling of this is bigger than just a regular season game. Even for opening night, it just felt bigger.
A lot of people in there last night.
And Friday will be big too because it's Boston.
And it's a Friday night. But it was wild. So Carmelo Anthony's there. They do a big. And they do a nice video with his Hall of Fame speech and him talking about what the Knicks mean to him and what New York means to him, and they play that. Then they put him on camera, and, of course, he gets a rousing standing ovation. And then when he sits down, what you realize is he's sitting next to Aaron Judge.
Oh, yeah.
And Judge's wife, Samantha, is sitting between them. And here's the thing with Melo. How many other people can get away with this? He sits courtside. He's got his glasses on. He's looking cool. And in his hand is a rocks glass. Glass. Not plastic. Glass. He's got his 1800 in the rocks glass. Sitting there. No one else can have glass courtside except Carmelo Anthony. So he's just sitting there chilling, having a little bit, having his 1800, sipping.
That's his preference?
Well, it's his brand.
Oh, he's down with 1800.
He's down with it. So but the best part is that Samantha, Judge's wife, is chatting him up. And so he's talking and smiling. And then Judge turns, and the two of them start talking. So there's a game going on. And I'm like sitting watching the two of them having this animated, two mega stars in New York, having a animated conversation with each other during a basketball game. And I'm thinking, where else is this happening? And apparently, I guess I saw this thing on social media. Judge's walk-up song has a lyric in it, I'm the king of New York, Mellow. I'm sure Jake can find it.
That's Pop Smoke record?
But yeah, Pop Smoke, right. And he says, and it says Mellow. So it's like words come to life.
Awesome.
Again, where else you getting?
What could they have been talking about?
Can we get Samantha on? Let's call her. She was sitting right between them. She knows everything that was said.
There's so many things they could have been
Spill the tea. But it was cool. That's just a cool moment. That happened, but the game itself, the crowd was really into it, and the good thing that happened was the beginning of the game. You just saw the Knicks played everything that they were being sold as, they were in the first quarter. They scored 33 points. The ball was moving. Bridges played terrific. It was just everything that you wanted to see, you saw. They took a lead. They were in control, and the place was roaring, and it just didn't stop. And so it was a good opener.
And how money would it be if there is load management and they're still finding ways to win?
Well, again, Hukporti, who, again, you wouldn't know him if he walked in the studio, right? Young guy, very raw. They're trying to teach him. But he's got the same type of characteristics of Mitchell Robinson when it comes to athleticism, his length, aggressive rebounder, physical, all the stuff you're looking for in a big man, like to play that way. And Mike Brown, instead of like shuffling the deck, just goes, no, we'll just pop him in, and he'll play the role of Mitchell Robinson. And while he wasn't exactly the same level, of course, he rebounded, he hit people hard, he set screens, he was active, he blocked. He had this one block on Mobley that was pretty aggressive. But that's what you're supposed to do. Coach a guy up, fill the spot, let's keep it moving. Next man up. So all the things that you would hope to see, I think you saw last night. Now, again, there's still 81 to go, but first impressions are always important in this town, and that was a really good first impression.
You got to feel good if you're a Knicks fan today. You had a feeling it was trending towards they don't win. Like over the first few days, it felt that way.
Anunoby and Towns being on the injured list and game time. I get over to the building, and John Starks, you remember, was on with us. We crossed into the building. We were talking, and he said that to me. He's like, they're a game time decision. I'm like, what? Like, why are they? Like, what are we doing? And he just said, I don't know. And the more I kept hearing, like, Towns wants to play. He wants to play. And so Towns wants to play. I know OG wants to play. By the way, I don't know. We had 24 and 14. How's the ankle?
Yeah, apparently all right.
He had an unbelievable steal and a reverse double pump dunk late in the game. I didn't want to ask him when I interviewed him on the court, but I was like, I said to him, I was like, how you feeling? He goes, good. I'm just a little chilly. We had to get him a towel.
Oh, my God.
He was cold. But the ankle seemed fine. But Towns, I thought, after the game, said he played through pain, but he wanted to play this game.
I've been banged up and haven't really got a chance to practice or play in those last 2 preseason games. But I don't want to disappoint the fans. Dealing with a grade 2 quad strain, it's not something that's easy to deal with. But we made it happen tonight. I'm glad the fans respected the effort I put into play tonight, and my teammates really did too. So shout out to them, supporting me and understanding the situation I was in.
So grade 2 quad strain, but said I didn't want to disappoint the fans. Isn't that kind of the message we were sending about
that, right?
Opening night?
Yeah, that's what opening night's supposed to be about.
I just love that they added a couple of guys with some length and size, and out of the gate you can feel the difference.
They all played.
They played. Starks talked about this yesterday, wanting to see the ball distributed more. They were less reliant on Jalen Brunson.
Oh, I could give you I could geek numbers with you about assist passes, passes on field goal attempts with Brunson, which was off the charts higher. Less touch time with the basketball, which was much lower. Like, those are things that you notice, but just your eye showed you that ball moved around.
And I think the number Starks, when I asked Starks yesterday, how much would you like to see from Brunson in a perfect world? He said 34 or 35 minutes a night. Played 34 last night.
Yep.
Cat, we know he's not 100%, but he gets you a double-double. It's a great start. It's truly I know it's been overshadowed by the news of the day in the NBA, but this is a great day for Knicks
don't
fans.
let it, though.
No, if you're a Knicks fan,
pretty cool.
That's a cool start.
We got a full bank here.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to talk Knicks, 800-919-3776. So we'll talk to you about Knicks and more coming up next. Stay with us. Hahn, Rosenberg, ESPN New York.
Is college even worth it these days? At Empire State University, it actually is. They are SUNY's leading online university. Flexible, affordable, and built for real life. With more than 120 degree programs, you can study what matters most to you. And students agree. They're ranked #1 in student satisfaction among SUNY schools. Whether you are finishing what you started or starting fresh, your goals are within reach. See for yourself. Visit sunyempire.edu before the next term begins.
Listen up, football fans. at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in New Jersey. T&Cs apply. In-app only.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
This October, the only thing scarier than missing the game is missing out on a brand new Kia. At Kia City of the Bronx, 3505 Connor Street is where the ghosts of old rides get traded in and new legends are born. They've got a monster lineup of new Kias that'll take you from tailgates to haunted houses in style. Visit KiaCity.com or call 646-917-7955. Don't get spooked, get moving. Kia City of the Bronx, where Halloween meets horsepower.
Caffeine doesn't have to be bitter or boring anymore. 5-Hour Energy shots are bringing the flavor and the energy. One of my personal favorites, Strawberry Banana, is giving smoothie vibes in a compact caffeinated shot. Whether you like your energy sour, fruity, or tropical, with 17 flavors, there's something for you. And yeah, it's got as much caffeine as a 12-ounce coffee, but 0 sugar and no crash. Big flavor, tiny bottle, tasty caffeine done right. You can grab yours in-store or hit up 5hourenergy.com or order on Amazon today.
Paying extra for tire care is BS. You know, bad service. So at Midas, we're rolling out our BS-free tire guarantee, included with paid installation and tax on every purchase. You'll pay nothing for flat replacements, nada for flat repairs, and zilch for tire rotations every 5,000 miles. That's $0 for all that. So with this limited lifetime tire guarantee, you'll pay a whole lot of nothing compared to what the other guys charge for tire care. That's the BS-free tire guarantee, only at Midas.
From kickoff to cash out, ESPN Bet has the tools you need to score more on game days. Bet smarter with stats at your fingertips. Get personalized parlays built just for you. And with your fantasy team synced right in the app, you can back your squad. Right now, new customers get $100 in bonus bets when you bet $10. Sign up with promo code USL to get started. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
Coach Saban here, and let me tell you, every second matters. Preparation is everything, and that's why I trust Kidde Smoke Alarms.
And as North America's #1 home fire safety brand, they're built to respond over 25% faster to smoke detection. Kidde helps protect what matters the most. Find it at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. #1 claim based on total household installations as of December 2023. 29% faster average smoke detection based on internal testing of smoldering wood fires for Kidde 9th edition versus leading competitor 8th edition products.
In the city that never sleeps and never stops talking sports, ESPN New York is always on. Now you can live and breathe everything New York sports wherever you are. On your radio dial, on the ESPN New York app, and streaming live on YouTube. However you watch or listen, ESPN New York is always on for you. Hear us, stream us, watch us. This is ESPN New York.
This sounds like the cover of Love is Strange. The
It
Kenny
sounds like
Rogers.
something from Dirty Dancing.
Well, the real one's in
There
It
you
was in
go.
Dirty Dancing. Yeah.
The real one.
All right, you know what? Mistakes were made.
Mickey,
It's all right.
I told you.
People do screw things up.
No, this isn't a good one. This isn't the one I asked for, by the way. But the real one by Love is Strange is, I believe, Mickey and the Silvers. It's on my jukebox.
Nice.
Yes, good job.
This is a lot of cheese. Way too much cheese.
Yeah, that's way too much. Sometimes
This is
it's just too
lactose
much
intolerant.
cheese. Yeah, that's right. You're
I mean, it was that's early 60s, whatever it is.
No, the song, the original song.
The cover, you mean?
The cover.
What's happening?
Cover
Like I said,
the cover is
could have left it
horrific.
alone. Just leave it alone.
Yeah.
you can't just, they're not all home runs. There's a lot of reasons why to buy at Ramsey Mazda. It's the selection, it's their customer service, and it's their savings. Lease a new 2025 Mazda CX-5 2.5 S Select for $229 for 36 months. Start shopping now at RamseyMazda.com. Choose wisely. Choose Ramsey Mazda. Call 833-853-2970 for details. VIN S0595731. MSRP $31,915. Zero security deposit ends on Halloween, 10/31/25. How about that?
How about that? We have football to get to.
You don't know.
Especially, though, we do.
Anybody
because
tasting this one? A little flavor for this?
This Jets conversation that I'm telling you, I've told everybody about the Jets, and their problem starts at the top. Well, I'll give you the example of why exactly it starts at the top. We'll get to that 4 o'clock hour. We got your calls, 800-919-3776. On the Knicks and their season opening win against the Cavs. Tone Setter, Jimmy in Connecticut. You start us off. Hey, Jimmy.
Hey, guys, what's going on? So a lot of things to love about that game. Like you said, I love the fast pace. I love that he used 11 guys and got 35 out of the bench, which was a dream last year, a pipe dream, I should say.
Rare, very rare.
But beyond everything, yes, incredibly unlikely that you would see that out of that bench last year. But anyway, beyond what you saw really out of the eye test, I think just coming out of the gate for the morale and the confidence of the team to immediately beat an elite team or a team who's thought to be an elite team is going to be so good for the fields around this team, because let's face it, last year was a great regular season, but what was the narrative all year long? They can't beat the elite teams. And look, it's 1 of 82. They could lose the next 9 to the elite teams as far as I'm concerned, and then we right back to where we were. I don't think it's going to happen, but I feel like it sets a tone that you overcame a hurdle that you couldn't seem to last year, and I think that's really good for this group.
Well, they were an elite team last year. What are the Cavaliers going to be this year? Like, when the elite teams, you knew Boston was an elite team.
The Cavs are supposed to be the best team in the East.
Right, but when you lost to the Cavs last year, you didn't know that it was an elite team.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we'll see. The narrative is going to change. I don't want this to be a referendum on, boy, Tibbs sucked. That's not right. But there is a different feel to it.
It's funny you say that, because post-game, you could hear it in the voices of Jalen Brunson and Karl Anthony Towns. Anything that is said about the offense and the depth of the team and playing players and the ball being shared, like, both of them are very careful not to speak with too much ebullience in their voice. They're both just sort of like, it's great. Yeah, it's great. They don't want to do that to Tibbs. You can feel that they're being very careful not to over, like, lay it on thick about just, it's just so much better. Like, they don't want to do that right now. David and Elizabeth, you're up next, David.
What up, boys? It's been a while.
Welcome back.
Same old. So, yes, sir. Donnie Pucks, man, your box office on TV, brother. I can't wait to go to Newark and see you in person. Got to give you your flowers in person, baby.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Hasn't called a loss yet. Just keep that in mind.
6-0.
Got a winning streak.
Let's do it, baby. Let's do it. Yo, fellas, before I get into my Knicks point, how about my man Chauncey Billups? You guys didn't know that he knew my man Joey Boom Box and he could work at that car.
Hey, Chauncey!
Yeah. Joey Boom Box. Yeah, anyway, yo, man, it was so beautiful to see us get a W, man. Like, the Mets, they make the postseason. Hollywood Hahn, our Jets stink. But at least I can hang my hat on Brunson and friends. A real big positive, even though I wanted Jordan Clarkson to come on this team, and he has, and, he played pretty decent last night. I think Tyler Kolek is going to have a banana season, and I think that he's going to be, a real X factor for us coming off the bench and, getting those kind of bench points, man. Appreciate you, gentlemen.
Thank you,
David. Man. I appreciate it.
Imagine that. Malcolm Brogdon retires so Tyler Kolek could fly. Imagine that.
That's all it took.
Monsters. We shall see, but he did play well. Blanderson Hooper, what's up, Blanderson?
What's going on, guys?
How you doing?
I want to apologize. I've got laryngitis, so I don't sound the best yet. But
wow.
Two things about last night. Alan mentioned the 11 players. And we're not talking about 11 players because of garbage time. We're talking about those 11 players got on the court within, I think it was the first 13 minutes of the game.
Oh, yeah.
Early second quarter where the 11th player came in the game. Early second quarter. Yeah. And I believe the 11th player was like Jordan Clarkson.
Mm-hmm.
It took forever to get him in the game.
I don't think he played at all in the first quarter.
No, he didn't, because Brunson stayed in the whole first quarter.
So that was a breath of fresh air. I like that he's mixing and matching and trying to, figure out what combos work, which ones don't. But I really wanted to talk about Deuce. He had 15, 4 of 6 from 3, led the team in plus-minus.
17.
How big of an impact do you think he could have on the team this year? Or do you think last night was more of a Josh Hart wasn't there kind of thing, and so moving forward, once Hart's back, he won't be playing as many minutes as he was exceptional last night.
He was exceptional because he was 4 for 6 from 3. He was hitting his shots. He also was very aggressive defensively. There's guys on this team that are going to embrace the up-tempo style of play, and he's one of them. He loves to run. He's an athlete. He loves to get out on the open floor. I think it makes him more aggressive defensively. I just feel like you're going to see more out of him, and so I don't think this is going to be a rare occasion. He's got to knock down those threes, though. He did last night. That part was important.
But will it look different when they're complete with Hart and Mitch?
One thing that I didn't write him down. I'd love to go back if I had the time. Maybe somebody else will. And write down all of the different 5-man combinations that he used, because it had to have been at least 6 or 7 different 5-man combinations, which means you have a lot of options. And one option I remember in the preseason before Hart got hurt, when he first came in the game, it was Clarkson, Hart, and McBride come in the game. That's 3 athletes.
Yeah.
That's changing everything. So I don't think it affects Hart. It affects McBride. It probably affects some others. Maybe it affects Kolek, right? Like the guys that are a little bit deeper in the rotation. But there's a lot of options now with this team, and there's a lot of – he's already showing you trust in his depth, and he gave everybody a chance to give me a reason not to trust you, and no one did. So it was a good look on the first night.
And it'll mature as the season goes on, right? Because there'll be guys that are off and guys that maybe he doesn't feel great about.
Some get hurt. They'll be back-to-back.
Won't always be 11 every night, will it?
Oh, no. He even said that.
Yeah.
Towns got into foul trouble early, which is why I think he went to the trade Jemison and had him play. He played 8 minutes, but still, like, he trusted him enough to put him in the game. And he handled himself accordingly, which was all the things you were looking for. So the Knicks get a win in opening night. They play the Celtics tomorrow night. That's an Amazon Prime. Amazon now gets their chance to showcase their new look as they're part of the NBA broadcasting coverage, and that'll be tomorrow night. So no MSG tomorrow night, but of course we'll have coverage here on 880 ESPN New York. The Jets play this weekend. Who's the quarterback? No one knows. Aaron Glenn says he does, but he's not telling us. But it goes beyond that. Coming up, we have to talk about the problem with the Jets, the most obvious problem, and why even when the team stinks and no one wants to pay attention, somehow, some way, negative attention comes from one resource. We'll tell you that and more coming up. Your calls as well. Stay with us. Don Hahn Rosenberg, ESPN New York.
Not sure who to bet this weekend? Well, The Wiz has you covered. Tune into the Fine Line Saturday at 8 a.m. Alabama, BYU, and Ole Miss all face big tests on the road. Who's going down? In the NFL, it's Dallas at Denver, and Green Bay travels to Pittsburgh. The Wiz talks soccer, hockey, and yes, the NBA is back. Follow The Wiz on Instagram at JoeWizSports. It's the best bet in town. The Fine Line with The Wiz Saturday at 8 a.m. Be ready to win.
Looking for the best internet deal? It's just a fast phone call away. Only Optimum Fiber Internet delivers the fastest and most reliable fiber internet starting at just $40 a month. That's right, lightning fast fiber internet at a price that won't slow you down. Call 888-4OPTIMUM today to lock in your offer in just a few minutes and see how you can also get the Disney Plus Hulu bundle and an unlimited mobile line on us. Don't take slow for an answer. Call 888-4OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com today. Terms apply.
To help those who want to be helped but may not be able to afford it.
That's what PGA Tour winner Grayson Murray had envisioned for a foundation before he sadly took his own life at just 30 years old. His parents channeled their grief into creating the Grayson Murray Foundation, carrying out his vision to help those struggling with mental health and addiction. To donate and learn more, visit GraysonMurrayFoundation.com.
Murray to the net. Score!
The New York Islanders are back in action with a brand new theme night schedule you won't want to miss. Bring your friends out for the holidays and take home a custom holiday replica jersey or arrive early for special bobblehead giveaway nights for Matt Barzell and Bo Horvat.
Barzell for Horvat, score!
Explore the full theme night schedule at NewYorkIslanders.com.
Every 40 seconds, a child is reported missing. That's 2,000 children every single day. It's a heart-wrenching reality that we can no longer ignore. Find the Children is a non-profit organization dedicated to helping find missing kids. You can be a part of their mission by donating your unwanted vehicle, running or not. Call 1-800-294-0222. We guarantee that you will receive the maximum tax deduction. We provide fast, free pickup with 24-hour response. Call 1-800-294-0222. Find the Children provides crucial resources to help find missing children and educational materials to teach kids how to recognize and avoid predators. Our recovery programs have a proven track record of reuniting kids with their families. It's time to act. Donate your unwanted or unused car. Help us build a world where every child is safe. Pick up the phone and call 1-800-294-0222. Together, we can bring these kids home safely. This advertisement was paid for in partnership with Cars R Us and Find the Children.
Hey, this is Mika Zibanejad.
Hey, this is Adam Fox. Catch every Rangers game right here on 880 ESPN.
WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York.
You know what? Don't know it.
You see, all right. So
Don't know it.
I wasn't being a hater. I was just being honest.
I really could. What I wanted to do is, we've always said, I never heard that song, and then you hear it and like, oh yeah, I know that. I don't know this one.
No, there's no chance.
And it's odd I don't, because you know how I'm into all the country crossover, and my father would not allow rock music. When I was growing up, we'd always listen to WHN. And every once in a while, my father would go in, to buy cigarettes or go get milk. Leave the kids in the car, because back in the day, leave the kids in the car.
Absolutely.
It didn't matter.
With the windows up.
Right. And I'd flip on like WABC or WNBC, and Billy Joel would be on. And my father would come on, what is this noise? Turn it off. God forbid if he ever heard like some aggressive music or something. And he found that out later on when I got older. And he just was like, oh my, and then back to WHN. And the only non-country that he liked, America.
That's country adjacent.
Right. And he loved Air Supply.
That doesn't compute. Air Supply doesn't compute at all.
Like
America, I could get, because it's kind of the same. He didn't like the Eagles, because the Eagles had a bit of a
subversive. He hated the Beatles and Elvis. Despised the both of them.
I can understand that.
I can understand. It was just he just didn't like rock, man.
He didn't like anything aggressive.
Didn't like anything
aggressive. He liked it gentle.
Very, very conservative.
Oh, that too.
Yeah.
That I understand.
Like I said, my father watched All in the Family as if it was like a documentary.
Of a great man. You should be in mind.
A documentary of a great man.
This man knows what he's talking about.
By the way, Don, did you see this? Someone sent this. Ballard texted me this under the guise of the La Greca effect.
Oh no!
Take your headphone off, Alan. You see this? Happened at the Devils game?
What is that?
There's like a metal concert at the Devils game.
It's more like the Devils music at a Devils game is what it says. And
they do that once a year?
It's a stage, and people are that you're seeing a lot of thrashing.
They're slam
a little mosh pit.
Don, when things go the way I'd like this to go, it involves Don coming out on stage and performing next year.
You have to come out.
Like next year, you said it's once a year, Anthony?
I don't know if it's I know that they do ones where they highlight local bands, and a lot of them are heavy metal.
I need Don out on that stage.
Apparently, some of them were highlighted when I was trying to be on the air the other night.
Yeah, exactly.
800-919-3776.
I didn't see that.
Well, you were probably busy working.
Yeah, you got things going on.
Yeah, you're a busy man.
You're maintaining an undefeated record when you're calling games.
You're doing things like this.
Mercer, Dillon doesn't waste any time with a shot and scores.
All right.
He went since December 24 without a goal till last night. Make it 2 in a row for the defenseman.
First of all, I'm with you now, Peter. The horn is aggressive.
No, they got to bring it down. I'd like them to bring it down a notch. I don't know who I got to talk to.
They need to know now that the new sound of the Devils is not that anymore.
Right.
The new sound of the Devils is sitting to my right. Like that. And all you're doing now is drowning out the new sound of the Devils. We could tone down the horn.
Just a tad.
And let him breathe.
Just a tad.
I'm
going to put
a little bit.
Don, you don't say anything.
I'll put it in the car. We're going to just say this on the air.
Bring it down.
Whatever they got to do.
We're going to say this on the air enough times to say, guys, like they don't. In fact, you know what they should do? Score a goal. His mic, like when I'm interviewing on the court, in-house.
Thank you.
Right away. That's what it should be. How does it sound, though? Like the Devils do so much winning and so much scoring.
Oh, yeah.
It's almost boring by now, isn't it?
So much winning.
Unless it's your first goal.
Juracek for slashing at 4:49. Devils 0 for 1 on the power play. And they score his first NHL goal. Gritsuk on the power play. And the Devils take a 3-0 lead. What a wrist shot.
Tell you what.
I think I know our boy's voice a little hoarse.
I'm glad you said
it was starting to go.
You're fighting against the horn. It keeps going.
Right there is you could feel like the
inflection point.
The cruise ship just started to tear a little there.
Yeah.
Right? That's where that is.
Next game tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Oh, wow.
All right, we need to be quiet.
And Sunday afternoon, and then we're off to the West Coast.
Wait. You're going Friday, Sunday afternoon, and then you got a West Coast.
And then right after the game, we fly to Denver.
Can you spend Saturday just not talking? Is that possible?
Yeah, I'm going to have to do that.
But no, in all seriousness,
I've got to coach Marco's fall ball team.
Well,
so
I mean,
critical. This is critical.
Yeah, respectfully, there, Joe Torre. I think they'll be all right. Just fill out the lineup card and call it a day. All right. You got to go over.
This guy's
you got to
be
talk
Earl
alleys. You're talking alleys.
Lanes.
Marco, what lane are we thinking about today? Lanes, alleys. It's all made
this
up.
Guy
crap.
wants to be Earl Weaver, so arguing with the umpire.
You shouldn't say a word from when we get off the air tonight.
No. Stop.
And you should be reserved tomorrow during the show. And then Saturday, he's right. You should go full silence.
Okay.
Who do they play tomorrow?
Sharks.
Oh, my God. There's another dub. Jeez.
Don't start counting dubs.
Well,
what do you mean?
Be careful.
We can't start
counting
Sharks
haven't won yet.
Exactly.
And you do catch them on the second of back-to-backs because they're at the Garden tonight.
You want? By the way, you want to sprinkle something on this game?
No. You know what I'd sprinkle it on? The Sharks tonight. Because the Rangers can't win at home. Sharks need a win. They're not winning the second half of that. Give me the Sharks tonight.
So
is that your ice pick?
Ice picks?
It's feeling like an ice
pick. Are we ready for ice picks already?
Already?
I wonder what the line is. They're probably getting a goal and a half.
Anthony?
My guess.
It's
they're
funny.
probably getting a goal and a half.
Last night, as the buzzer sounds, my phone buzzes. After I'm done with the interview at OG, I grab my phone to see, is it producer, whatever. It's
your new friend, Mayor Adams.
My buddy Ben.
Okay.
Who's a big Rangers fan. He comes from Minnesota just to go to Ranger games.
Wow.
And he texts me, he goes, "Oh, Garden teams are allowed to win at home."
Mm-hmm.
Like they're feeling it right now.
And score.
They're feeling it right now.
Sharks are plus 220. Plus a goal and a half is minus 114.
Plus 220.
Minus 114
give
for the
me
goal
the
and a
Sharks
half.
on the money line against Hockey Ron J.
And break the frozen. Ice picks. Ice picks. Ice picks.
I like it.
Ice picks.
I feel like we need Steins.
Now, David Quinn going up against his old team, right? Assistant coach for the Rangers now.
Knows him well.
Unceremoniously fired in San Jose. That's a bold pick, man. But
I'm just waiting for the Alex Wenberg video tribute.
I don't get the joke, but I don't need to know that it's funny.
He's just so.
He scored a big goal.
And Barkley Goudreau.
Well, no,
Scored
Barkley
a big goal.
They
both had big goals in the conference final against the Panthers.
The first trade that ruined it all.
Once a Ranger, always a Ranger.
That's
right.
Welcome back.
I'm telling you, they will give, not a video tribute, but they'll show you on the Jumbotron
Why not?
coming out of break if you played 5 seconds for a team now.
Why
in every sport.
Why not? Why not? It's just showing respect.
But it's...
Thank you for your service.
Is it really showing respect, or is it just kind of...
At what point is it just yo-yo?
You're just being too nice.
Like, if you only played 5 minutes on the team, you'd be like, no, I'm good. No, don't show me. Yeah. One on hockey here. Drake in Poughkeepsie. Hello, Drake.
Yeah, I wanted to brainstorm a little hockey talk with you guys, but I want to start out by saying the best cover of Love is Strange is by Wings on the Wildlife album. What are your thoughts?
I don't think I ever need to hear a cover of Love is Strange again, but
Yep.
I'm curious
Oh,
now.
I want to hear it.
We'll get on it.
Jacob?
Yeah, save that for a Hot Take Tuesday, Peter. I think you're going to enjoy that.
All right.
Throw that one to the team.
We shall see.
As far as the hockey talk goes, just in the absence of game misconduct, I'm feeling a little out of touch, and I wanted to see if we can maybe bring game misconduct to life on the show once a week. No?
You know what? All right, that's acceptable. I thought you were trying to get it back because this poor man's voice, he won't have one by the end of the season.
Yeah, I had
we
to
can't
dial
make him work
back.
anymore. But if you
I've
wanted,
got a couple things
what if we did a game misconduct segment once a week?
Or it just could be
by
like
Pusick,
it could be
or
organic.
by Peter, and he could correspond with each of you guys as fans of the respective local teams, Devils, Rangers, Islanders. You got all three of them covered. If Peter wants another job on his resume line,
Would you want to have a
game misconduct?
Would you want to have a segment every day, or just like, hey, whenever you want to call up to talk about it, we're willing to have the conversation. So it doesn't have to be every day, but it could be organic. Where hey, if you're feeling it, we're the one show that you can call and ask a question or bring something up.
You know what? You know who's feeling it? Matthew Schaefer.
I love this team. I love this fans. Thank you, guys. Let's go!
So fired up.
Let's Go is back.
Oh, back. It's been a few
Everybody's
years
doing it.
nonstop. Let's go.
Marco does it. Everything. Let's go.
It's been like how many years do you think Let's Go has been a thing?
I don't know. It feels like it comes and goes.
But like the last couple of years,
It just
Let's
feels
Go.
like it's back.
The last 3 or 4.
McAfee loves a Let's Go.
It's been a celebration in the NHL game that Zach and I play for a very long time.
Yeah.
It
Callie does it all the time. If something goes well, she'll just go, let's go.
Yeah.
Like that's her reaction.
It's not let's go whatever.
No.
It's just let's go.
It's just something went well.
When I told Alan.
She was able to get the cap off of something. Let's go. I'm like, well,
it's
way to go.
You were,
right.
You were on leave with Maya.
Sure it was.
In the summer when I told Alan.
Let's Go is right.
When I told Alan about the devil job, that was his response.
Actually, I did say that.
Let's go.
I did.
Then you have Dave.
Let's go.
That's a little
when
different.
Dave isn't putting things in his,
I got to ask a question
open
about-
areas of his body.
Yeah, by the way, Dave's losing it.
Yeah, he is losing it. Seriously.
No, he's falling off a cliff.
Now listen, it's fun. It's funny though, right?
To an extent.
That destroying property and not caring about your family, borderline losing it. But all of a sudden, talking about the beaten Eagles and opening things up. Now he's officially lost it.
Now, real quick.
Not when he was breaking his
No, it's a good
wedding
point.
DVD.
Well, I mean, that's because those we were basing on the stories. Now we're hearing it live. What was the impetus behind him making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich yesterday, Anthony?
I missed that segment.
I think he considers it baking or cooking.
Oh, he considers it cooking. Did you guys watch the video on social of him making it? It's the most horrible attempt, the messiest. It's just a gob. I mean, it's like half a jar of jelly on it. It's insane. The man cannot make. He's 50 years old. He can't make a PB&J.
And that's considered cooking? That's
And
kind of
he's
like the
saying it's
RG3 with the cereal, remember?
Yes. I cook cereal. Yeah, exactly.
You cook cereal?
Yeah.
And I'm sorry. If you're going to make a good PB&J, less J.
Because it gets sloppy. But
Yeah.
but the PB, they were right in one thing that they said is if you toast a little bit of the bread, it does soften up the peanut butter and make it a little gooier, which is nice.
Well, I toast the bread just so to keep the bread intact when you're putting the peanut butter on.
Right. Otherwise,
Yeah.
well, it depends on where you store your peanut butter. Some put it
in the
fridge.
pantry. If you put it in the refrigerator, you should be arrested.
Well, some require
What? Who?
natural peanut butter. No,
Stop with the
low
natural
salt.
peanut butter,
What do you mean
right?
Stop
it.
It's healthier.
Well, that's for sure.
So then just don't eat it.
What do you mean don't eat it?
Get Skippy. Get Peter Pan.
Have you read the things that are in Skippy?
Well, then don't eat it. Again, don't cheat it.
I don't. Instead, I get
So all of a sudden, I got to
natural.
refrigerate peanut butter.
Well, some have to. Yeah.
You know what? Then don't have it.
You think
Honestly, you know what
That doesn't
organic
make
peanut butter
sense.
is? It's a Yankee jersey with a name on it.
If you no, that is
Go with
not.
that.
That is
Hold on.
ridiculous.
Go with that.
Don's going to harm
If you-
himself. Alan, you're going to lead him into harming his voice.
Oh, we don't want him to start yelling.
But go ahead. So you can say it to me.
So I got to deal with this?
No, just that's not. He can't control himself.
You're saying not to enjoy something because you're not going to have with all the toxic chemicals in it doesn't make sense.
I agree with Alan on this. I think you can have a natural peanut butter that while it's not as sweet,
You have to every time
as-
you open it, you got to mix the oil because the oil does rise. Like you just
it's
let's
not.
go.
It's
okay.
not as delicious or easy.
So do it
but
up.
you can have a nice PB&J.
When
That's
you get your
why-
voice back, you're going to get it. That's all I'm going to say.
All I'm saying is that it's adjacent to a Yankee jersey.
No, it is
with a
not.
name on the back.
It's just that's.
I love the comp.
Just
I don't
go
agree.
without.
No, I don't
Just go
agree.
without.
I don't agree, but I love the comp.
Well, yeah. There's that.
I want to win this argument. I believe volume can do it, and I just don't have it.
You don't. No, you can't. You believe volume would be the route.
Well,
that's not going to do it.
I was told I had to read here, but I don't. It's not till the next segment, so I'm going to wait. Instead, we're going to get into this conversation I need to have.
Do it.
This is from a couple of days ago, so we didn't really have a chance to go into this too deep. Woody Johnson spoke, which is the first mistake, which we're learning. But he said that Aaron Glenn's turning things around, right?
Okay, in what direction?
He gives him a hug every day, all the things that make him the hero that he isn't. But he said it's difficult right now when, quote, you have a quarterback with the rating that we've got. If we could just complete a pass, it would look good. If you look at any head coach with a quarterback like that, you're going to see similar results. First of all, he's not wrong with anything that he said. But should he have said it?
Absolutely not.
Well, like, what are you doing? What are you doing and why? You're trying to support your coach, but while doing it, you're absolutely throwing your quarterback under the bus and making the rest of your team, making the rest of your leadership, your new leadership, look bad by bringing in a guy that can't play. That's what you did there. So, of course, the media now has to ask Aaron Glenn about what Woody Johnson said. This is, I believe, Rich Cimini, our very own, asking Aaron Glenn about Woody Johnson's comment.
Woody made his position pretty clear yesterday with the comments.
Yep.
Does that impact, we know how he feels about Justin. Clearly, he does not want him playing. But does that impact your...
What made you say, did he say that?
Well, he was very critical of him. So
what did he say?
He said he couldn't complete a pass.
Did that say he doesn't like the quarterback?
Yes.
Did that say this quarterback's not playing?
No. But
he said...
How that his opinion impacts your decision, your owner, is basically stating that he doesn't think Justin Fields is getting the job.
Well, I said before that Woody puts that in my hand as far as who plays. And I don't see that changing. Trust me to make that decision. Again, he made a comment, and he has every right to his comment. And again, that comment was actually said by a number of guys, including our quarterback, as far as the efficiency of how we play. And we're not going to fight that. We understand that. We have to get better. We do. But I don't think there's anywhere in that comment where he said he doesn't like Justin. Is he upset that, we haven't completed a pass as far as what you just said? He said, I didn't even read it, so I don't know. That's what he says. But overall, we're on the same page when it comes to that.
I don't have the played out music, otherwise I would have done that.
Yeah. He's just blindly defending it without having any knowledge of what was said. Because when you say he can't complete a pass, no quarterback rating, of course he's suggesting he shouldn't play. And then you go, I didn't hear the comments. Then what are you doing?
You know he heard the comments.
So then acknowledge it.
It's awkward because it's your owner. See, I'm not blaming Aaron. I can't blame Aaron Glenn for this.
His owner put him in this
once
situation.
Again, you're at the owners' meetings, so you know media is going to be around. Your team's 0-7. It's a disaster. Absolute dumpster fire. Probably want to be scarce, right?
You would think.
You probably want to be like, I'm not talking today. We're 0-7. I got nothing to say, right? Support my guys. Want to see us win. Thanks, everybody, and leave. There's no reason for you to start engaging and start talking about your quarterback like this. There's no reason.
No, especially
what was
you
the possible
took a
upside?
team that already has enough issues, but at least it's been quiet around them because everybody is now apathetic. We don't care. And all you did was take the grenade and throw it in the room. Once again.
We finally
he can't
get
help
past
himself.
a
year ago. Is it an anniversary?
Of what? Which part?
When he fired the coach?
Oh, right around there. Not quite.
Like did you not
It was coming back from London, so it had to be around this time, right?
But also we escaped the Aaron Rodgers is gone, right? We don't have the noise anymore. We don't have to have all the loud noise.
Yeah, guess who brings the noise?
Yeah.
And Woody Johnson brings the noise. He brings the noise and the fun.
He had no problem with noise. He just wanted to have it come from him and not somebody else.
But why are you throwing a grenade in that room? Why?
Because
why do you need to say, honestly, this is somebody that, God bless their PR staff. God bless them. Because how many times do you think they sit in a room and facepalm? Like, oh, my God, what did he just do? Why are you talking?
Especially.
Somebody should tell him, hey, you know what? You're at the owners' meetings. When the media comes by, just say no thank you. Let's just keep it moving. You don't need to say anything. You don't need to be quoted. You don't need to support your coach. You don't need to say anything. Just keep it moving.
Especially when you know your head coach has to make a decision on who's going to start. So now you've influenced that decision. And now we have what I think could be a bit of a rift because last I checked, he still hasn't made the decision.
Wait till you hear this. Back and forth now. I think this is Brian Costello asking Aaron Glenn now about the decision of who he's going to start this weekend at quarterback.
We will have a quarterback on Sunday. I will tell you that.
You're not going to announce who started?
I wouldn't want to give them a competitive advantage when I have that opportunity, but we will have a quarterback.
The list was long. So for
Yeah.
Tyrod, did you say this day to day?
Yes.
What is he dealing with?
He's dealing with a knee. That's something that he had before.
So just you know who your starting quarterback is going to be. You're just not announcing it. So it isn't like this week is a competition where you're going to have.
I know who the starting quarterback's going to be.
Okay, you're just not telling him.
Yeah.
I swear this is a who's on first conversation.
But honestly, I know it's fun to pick on the Jets and the dysfunction. Does anybody at this point care? Like, I'm being honest.
I don't.
Do you care who starts at quarterback? Do you care about this game about Cincinnati?
Do you think it really matters? For everybody that
No.
was trying to convince me that if they start Tyrod Taylor, if they just go to Taylor, and I had to tell them two things. One, he's not that good. Otherwise, he wouldn't be a backup quarterback. He's a good backup, but he's not a guy that you want starting. Two, look at his history. He always gets hurt. You cannot rely on him. Something happens. And then we find out what? He's got a knee.
All right.
And it ain't a good one.
You know, usually, when people say that you have a knee, they don't mean you are physically able to bend your leg.
No.
I mean, there's a problem.
It's a problem with that.
And yet
knee.
it's still,
So-
it's still the better option.
So think about this, all right? So the owner, your boss, basically tells the world, we've got a quarterback that can't play.
Yeah.
While you're making your decision on who's going to play on Sunday.
Right.
So the easy answer would be, I'll have Taylor start since my boss pretty much
Cool.
told me
Yeah, I have to,
something's
basically.
wrong with me if I start Fields.
Painful.
But Taylor's got a bad knee. So now am I starting Brady Cook? Like, what am I going to do here? So I do think what Glenn is doing is a bit performative. But I also think it's a case of I got to hope Taylor's able to go because I can't put Fields out there. If I put Fields out there after my owner's comments,
how does that look?
It's going to make him look bad.
And then he plays bad. Right?
Yeah. Or he plays well and makes Woody look bad because Woody just said he can't play. It's a bad situation, man, but I think the knee injury has put Aaron Glenn in a really tough spot. Now, come on, competitive. You think Cincinnati's shaking in their boots about who's going to start a quarterback? All right? It's not a decision between...
Like which one do you want?
Yeah.
Pick your poison.
Yeah.
It wasn't exactly like...
And this corner...
The guy that throws ducks, or the guy that if we hit him once, he's probably going to end up crawling off the field.
Do you think they're acting as if it was the way Andy Reid felt when he found out Jaden Daniels wasn't playing?
Yeah, right.
Wait, you said no Fields is playing? Oh no, guys. What are we going to do here? Wait, it's Tyrod? How do we adjust for this?
Oh no.
Wait. It could be Brady Cook? Who is that? Can he throw? I mean, what does it matter?
Now, you want to do something
was
competitive.
Brady Quinn.
Now, if you want to mess up Cincinnati, what Glenn could say is, it's on the table. We might trade for a quarterback.
I wish he'd say that.
And then you don't know who to prepare for because it could be anybody.
If you're Woody Johnson and you want to get some kind of excitement or energy around your team, that's the stuff you say. Well, I know our guys are scouring the market to find the best of the best for my team, and
by the way,
expect that we'd be looking
and
for a
we're
quarterback.
0-7. Everything's on the
Everything's
table.
on the table. When you're 0-7,
available.
no job is secure.
Who's secure right now?
And so I would imagine that we're probably looking around the league to see what we can do to improve this. We've seen other teams do it.
Real quick.
In fact, team we're playing ended up.
Matter of fact, we're thinking about asking them to trade for Jake Browning before the game starts. They don't need him anymore. They got Joe Flacco.
Yeah.
We'll take Jake Browning. It would still be an upgrade.
Maybe, how about Tom Browning? He pitched a perfect game for Cincinnati. At least you know there's some accuracy there.
It's just amazing how. Again, this is not about Aaron Glenn. This is not about. This is strictly about.
We
Woody
brought this
Johnson.
up on Monday. You were off. That you're never going to win with him as the owner. Just can't do it. And I know they came close in 2009 and 2010, but over the last 15 years, he's half out, right? I mean, he was gone for how long? Well, in the first Trump administration,
He was, but he wasn't. He's not half out. That's the problem. I wish he was half out. He's all in. Too much. He wants to talk. He wants to tell you how much he knows. If you were another owner in the sport, at some point, would you be like sitting at the table, like looking at him like, you still own a team?
Yeah, what's the matter with you?
Like, what are you owning this team for?
Well, the problem is that, like, what's worse? Not knowing or think you know. And that's the problem. He thinks he knows, and he doesn't. And there's nothing wrong with not knowing, Alan. Just because you're a billionaire doesn't mean you know football. Heck, I question how much John Mara knows, and he's basically had it in his family and his blood his entire life.
Yes. Right.
Because it doesn't automatically make you an expert because of how much you love it or how much money you have or how close you are to it. Some people know it. As arrogant as Jerry Jones is, and I'm not a fan, he does know the game. His problem is ego gets in the way.
Yeah.
John Mara knows the game. His problem is his heart gets in the way. The problem with Woody is his brain gets in the way. The brain that doesn't know anything about football.
It's like the Wizard of Oz, for God's sake.
That's right.
Everybody's missing something.
Except you're taking stuff away. Like now the Scarecrow doesn't take the heart away. I don't want the heart. I don't want the brain. I don't want the courage. That's the problem. Is John Mara would be better if you took the heart away.
He just wants the yellow brick road.
Right.
Just show me the
Jerry
way.
would be better if you took the ego away. And you know what? Would it be better if you took the brain away?
Now,
unreal.
You guys have any interest?
Zero.
It would probably cost you nothing. The guy's sitting at home playing tiddlywinks. You wouldn't rather play Ryan Tannehill than anyone they have sitting there? He's like 29 years old.
When was the last time he played?
He didn't play last year.
Yeah, like he was available and nobody wanted him.
Nobody wanted
Is his knee even intact?
Hey, listen. He's had a year to rest.
He really struggled.
How much worse could he be? I
thought he was on the table for the Jets before the Rodgers thing. He was one of the names for sure.
I'm going to put it this
around.
way. Well, I would entertain Colt McCoy at this point.
I know. Where's Josh Johnson? Where's my boy Josh
Chase Daniel? Anybody. Somebody. All right, we have that guy Thursday.
Yeah. So that guy it up.
You have any that guys you want to call out? 800-919-3776. Stay with us. Don Hahn Rosenberg, ESPN New York.
Listen up, New York. It's football season, and you should be out there enjoying every play, every tailgate, every moment. But if you're dealing with neck pain, back pain, joint pain, or sciatica, even getting off the couch can feel like a challenge. That's where Dr. Jay Shaw at Sandwell Pain comes in. He's one of New Jersey's top pain specialists, Ivy League trained, double board certified, and dedicated to getting you back in the game. Here's the difference. No surgery, no scars, no long recovery, no pain medication. Just precise, non-surgical, image-guided procedures that get real results. Dr. Shaw treats everything from neck pain, back pain, migraines, nerve pain, and chronic joint pain. And he builds a custom game plan that's right for you. Same day or next day appointments are available with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood. And yes, most major insurances are accepted. So don't let pain keep you on the sidelines this season. Go to SandwellPain.com to call, text, or book online. Relief is closer than you think, and it starts today.
Shop new fall offers at Bay Ridge Mazda. Lease a 2025 Mazda CX-30S for as low as $199 per month or finance for 2.9% APR for 36 months. Or the 2025 Mazda CX-5S for as low as $229 per month or finance for 2.9% APR for 36 months. Plus, enjoy 1 year of complimentary Bay Ridge Plus benefits like ding and dent coverage, key replacement, windshield protection, and roadside assistance. Visit them in Brooklyn or online at BayRidgeMazda.com. Bay Ridge Mazda, where confidence comes standard. See dealer for details.
And now let's take a look at the traffic with Brandy Scott.
Thanks so much, guys. Some heavy pockets of slowdowns on the belt westbound, heading over to the Verrazano in Brooklyn from Flatbush Avenue. After that, once you're on the Staten Island side, westbound expressway has you jammed with a crash in the right lane by Clove Road. You stay on the brakes westbound, heading over to the West Shore. Long line of brake lights on the LIE eastbound, heading over to Jericho Turnpike in Nassau County from the BQE in Queens. Really no easy way to the outbound. George, not even the Henry Hudson going to help you out. Cross Bronx westbound, crawling from White Plains Road on through. Inbound, George, just about 10 to 15 for the upper deck. Outbound, Lincoln, your best ride at 20 to 30. Outbound, Holland, going to run you 30 to 40. This report is sponsored by the Positive Coaching Alliance. Questions about youth or high school sports? Well, the PCA can help. It's a national nonprofit developing better athletes and better people through youth and high school sports. More info at positivecoach.org. I'm Brandy Scott on 880 ESPN New York.
Sportsbook. Yo, Ballybet stacked for football season. When it comes to sportsbook apps, it's undefeated. Ballybet. Check out that brand new parlay zone. Here's the kickoff. Build your bets and place them right on your phone. What? Live bets, daily boosts, and promos. Increase your odds so you can win more dough. Touchdown! Ballybet's the play. Make game day more fun and download it today. Must be 21 plus, New York only. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY. Ballybet, Sportsbook and Casino. Download it.
Score or win this game day with Amazon Pickup, the MVP of package pickup. Need that new football jersey for the big matchup? With Amazon Pickup, you can collect your order from secure Amazon lockers or counters near you on your schedule. Whether you're running from work or home or straight to the tailgate, Amazon Pickup makes it easy and worry-free at no extra cost. Don't miss kickoff. Grab your gear and your packages when it works for you. Find your nearest Amazon Pickup location at amazon.com/pickupmvp. That's amazon.com/pickupmvp.
From the regular season to the Super Bowl, ESPN New York is your destination for football. We've got crazy fans.
If the Giants somehow beat the Cowboys, I'm going to take a dump on your head.
You can feel good because you're a damn football team. Expert analysis.
Marcus Spears joins us now. ESPN NFL analyst Damien Woody.
Mel Kiper Jr.
The Hall of Famer Steve Young.
He's kind of our resident general manager, Louis Riddick.
We got Mike Tannenbaum right now.
And all your fantasy and wagering needs. This is ESPN New York. We are football.
Every aspect of your business will operate better and faster with artificial intelligence. AI is a race, and companies that act first will win. Thrive Managed AI is your advantage over all your competitors. Thrive partners with you on a smart, secure AI strategy for your business. Then they deploy and manage it for you. Be first and win the race with Thrive Managed AI. Start with a complimentary strategy consultation at thrivenextgen.com/ESPN. That's thrivenextgen.com/ESPN.
Hey, Doc, nice office. Quick question. If you had to choose, would you give yourself a root canal or run payroll?
Run payroll, no question.
Seriously? Well, have you run payroll before?
Paying my team with Gusto couldn't be easier. Gusto gives me unlimited payroll runs, next-day direct deposits, and automatically files my taxes. Saves me time.
Wow, that's nice.
Over here, Doc. Can I run payroll too?
Choose payroll without the pain. Visit gusto.com/radio to sign up for free.
Your ambition just met its match with Robinhood. Trade stocks and ETFs, options, futures, and crypto all on one platform. Get started today at Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Your money, your move. All investments involve risk, including loss of principal. Options, futures, and crypto trading carry significant risk and may not suit all investors. Securities offered through Robinhood Financial LLC, member SIPC. Futures trading is offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, not FDIC or SIPC protected. Crypto offered through Robinhood Crypto LLC, NMLS ID 1702840, not FDIC or SIPC protected. Portfolio management offered by Robinhood Strategies, an SEC registered advisor.
We all have that one friend.
I'm talking about the yo-yos who set themselves on fire and bathe in pork and beans.
Or know that one person.
I'm here with my family.
Who can't help but be.
He's not cool. His voice is weird. He's kind of a dork. His brother's a tool. His girlfriend's annoying.
That guy.
I didn't know it was banner night. We won't be out for that.
It's time for That Guy Thursday.
Hey guys, anyone want to play some ball?
With Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg.
He's just being that guy.
All right, That Guy Thursday, driven by Ramsey Mazda. What do we have, fellas?
Well, this is a collective That Guy. Because it happened today.
Uh-oh.
Where the gambling scandal comes out in the NBA. How hypocritical. The next commercial break of a FanDuel spot comes on. And the pressure that comes from the association with the gambling apps when there's a gambling scandal, right? GetUp ended up like taking one of the app ads down because there's awkwardness. Why is there awkwardness? Why do people all of a sudden come out of the woodwork and say, well, the legalized gambling, one's legal, one's illegal. Illegal gambling was brought up today as the subject. What does that have to do with legalized gambling? Nothing. If somebody gets busted for a DUI in the NBA and we talk about it, should we pull all of our beer ads for the day? Why can't both live? Why is everybody so quick to call us hypocrites all the time? You're a hypocrite. Do you even understand what the word means? Just because we disagree doesn't make me a hypocrite. And just because we have a FanDuel spot or a DraftKings spot or an MGM spot doesn't necessarily mean we're condoning what those guys in the NBA did. There are two completely separate things. There are a legal way of doing things and an illegal way of doing things. If I bet the Ranger game tonight on an app is not the same as putting an X-ray table underneath the cards and scamming people out of millions of dollars. Can we see the difference?
And also that guy is everybody who waits around for every opportunity for a news story to break so they can yell at anybody associated with anything, to Don's point, to try to make them a hypocrite, right? So, like, you're already seeing people go after ESPN. Well, ESPN has ESPN Bet. Well, this has that. Listen, I have mixed feelings on all of gambling, okay? I do. Of course I do. That doesn't mean that we're, not going to cover when something like that happens. I mean, hell, in my life, I promote gambling. I get paid to do FanDuel. But I got news for you guys. It's kept sports radio alive. I don't know, frankly, if I would be sitting here with a job had FanDuel not come along several years ago. That's me being honest with you. You want us to be totally dishonest? Everybody understands that these companies are making money. That has nothing to do with the fact that players are breaking rules, being involved in card games where they're duping marks into playing illegal cards with Chauncey Billups. None of it relates to anything. And I just...
Not the poker side of this,
no, certainly not.
And that's where most of them... We're talking about
that guy is
tens of millions.
That guy part is not that people want to have conversations about this stuff. Of course we do. It's the running to social media to try to throw gotcha at the people on TV. See? Look at you. Yeah. Look at you. What? Why is this about the people who are delivering information to you?
Because they need someone to yell at, which is what social media has become. As we know, social media has become a place to yell at people.
We have them.
And that's fine. But here's the problem.
Rozier, Billups, they're all there for you. Yell at them.
But I feel like, to me, what Don's saying, what you're saying, all boils down to one thing. When it's legalized, it means what? Legal. It means there are rules, right? That's what keeps it legal. There are rules. You follow them, and everybody can be fine. And when the gotcha people are the ones that don't believe that we can live in a world with rules. Yes, there are people that are going to break rules. There are people that are going to try to get around them. And the best part is that's why there's an FBI. That's why there's a Homeland Security. That's why you have people, a district attorney, because they're there to investigate and then prosecute those who break the rules.
Right.
That's the process. So what you should be doing is championing the idea that, you know what? They're not going, look the other way. It's not hurting anybody. Who cares, right? It's not. No, it's let's take this thing down. This went too far, and we got to take it down. Accountability in the world is a good thing. Cause and effect is a good thing. Celebrate that less than you want to celebrate, gambling shouldn't be legal. No, because if it wasn't legalized, this probably would be a lot bigger. A lot bigger.
And it still would have happened. Like, if gambling was not legalized, this still would have happened. Matter of fact, I think this investigation may have started before gambling became legal.
What year was
it? They
were going back to 2019 with the investigation.
It was already legal by then. But, it believe me, a lot of these things were going on. The whole Pete Rose thing, the gambling he did, that wasn't on apps. That was all illegal. Mm-hmm. You can make the case that you're able to clean things up a little bit more. Because I'll tell you, you know what? If I owe DraftKings a bunch of money, they're going to shut down my account. They're not going to let me bet. Nobody's going to come break my legs.
Right. It's a great point.
The thing, illegal gambling is if I don't have the money, they'll still take my bet. And they'll take the money some other way. If I go to one of these legal gambling spots and I decide to bet $50 I don't have, no bet. Sorry, doesn't work. So in a lot of ways, the legal gambling is actually giving people with a gambling problem an outlet to where they don't put themselves in harm's way.
Right. It's
unless they decide to cross the line.
Well, also, I just want to know, for all the people who jump up and down about this stuff, and I've gotten this periodically over time for, doing the FanDuel reads or whatever different things we're doing. Where do you draw the line of what's appropriate to promote or what's appropriate to have be legal? Because, yes, you can certainly be addicted to gambling. You can certainly be addicted to alcohol. You can certainly be addicted to so many different things. But isn't the thing we love about America is that here you get the choice to do it? It's up to you whether or not you're going to be responsible with those things.
Right.
But again, it goes back to what Rozier did, what Porter did, what Damon Jones did when it comes to giving information so others could benefit financially.
Well, that's just
is something that is breaking rules, and that's the breakdown. And to say that legalized gambling made this more in the forefront is ignorant.
Well, you knew that.
Being
wasn't
naive.
Shoeless Joe beholden to DraftKings?
I'm sorry. What was his app?
What app was Shoeless Joe working with?
That's what I mean. What the Black Sox. Was it? What app were they using that they did?
The 23 Skidoo app.
Yeah. 23.
So it
was an abacus.
But that's honestly that's the problem. Now, it is something though that if you are a sports league like the NBA right now, they're the ones in the forefront. But if you don't think Roger Goodell's having a meeting today about this stuff, you're crazy, right? You don't think that Rob Manfred's having a meeting about this. You don't think Gary Bettman's having – they're all having meetings now because they're saying, let's make sure we don't have people doing this in our league so that we're part of this in the next investigation.
Why do you think the NFL has a rule that you can't place a bet on any app, on any sport, within the facility?
In the facility, right.
It sounds ridiculous. Like you're telling me he walks out to the parking lot, he can bet an NBA game, but if he goes back into the facility, he can't.
Yeah.
You know what? Make the rules so over the top that you don't come close to impropriety. That's what they're thinking. Right?
Yes.
Now, they can't tell a player that in the privacy of his own home, if he wants to bet an NBA game on the app, but you know what? Can't do it in the facility. Sends the message, I better be careful here because they're watching me. And that's what all these commissioners have to let their players know is, hey, it seems harmless. Shave a few points. Bet a few games. Who's going to know? We're going to know. And the hammer's going to come down, and you're going to be out of a job. What I'd like to know is, can they void contracts? Like what is legal and what's not legal when it comes to that? Maybe they got to put things in contracts if it's not already there.
Well, if
you get caught gambling, your contract is voided.
Yeah, no. You think about it. Arrest and conviction voids your contract. No matter what it is, whatever crime it is, arrest and conviction voids your contract. That's it.
Some of these guys may do something that they don't get arrested. Remember, the NFL put in place that you'd be suspended. Any allegations of domestic violence, even if you weren't found guilty, we're still going to suspend you. It's got to be over the top, the same with gambling. Even if it never goes to trial. Sorry, if you're implicated in any gambling scandal, you're automatically suspended. And maybe it's got to be very punitive because it seems like these players, Alan, can't stop themselves. Just like Steve Howe couldn't stop himself from taking cocaine, even though he knew it was going to cost him his career because he had a problem.
Well, remember, we named one current player. The other guy you've never heard of was a borderline G League player who was a two-way guy, and a former player, Damon Jones. We're not talking about rampant.
I know.
Tons of NBA players are doing this.
It's a sport that's already fired an official, right?
Yep.
So there's been allegations before,
many years ago.
Understood, but it has to be taken seriously because people right now are sitting there going, "Yeah, I'm sure those are the only ones."
But again,
and the next time we see a wacky play that makes a turnover that makes no sense, or a game that's on the line that doesn't go your way, when the guy calls and says, "I think something's up," we can't dismiss them like we did before.
I know, but
you shot that like you were on the take.
People post things though, guys, that if you pay attention, are so insane, and I guess things like this make me think maybe not.
Videos of
plays I saw one this week,
outrageous.
And the algorithm is obviously run by the devil. They show us the most random, dumb things in history. But one that was getting shown to me because Commander stuff just gets fed to me is some guy and has a couple thousand retweets showing a bunch of passes from last week where Jaden Daniels drops back and McCaffrey appears to be open in the flat, and he looks past him and throws an incompletion. And he's like, "See, it's rigged." I'm like, can you explain to me the rigging in not hitting Luke McCaffrey for a check down? Well, please.
I know.
Not everything. So they hear
I took
about
the
these,
under on McCaffrey.
Right, McCaffrey catches. That's what Jaden Daniels is throwing his career away. The thing is, when these stories happen, though, Don, it now justifies every moment they have of making things up.
Yeah, because the second that
that's that guy.
The second that the fan base loses confidence in what they see, the sport's dead. And we saw it in 1919, and it took Babe Ruth to hit 60 home runs in a season to save that sport 100 years ago. Same thing. If people all of a sudden lose faith in what they're watching, they're not going to watch it.
Remember again, college basketball was almost ruined in the 100 years ago for the same thing. They didn't trust players anymore. They thought players were on the take. And then it also, that took a long time before it.
Want a hot take? Want a little hot take before we go to break?
Quickly.
Potentially a very good week for Major League Baseball. Potentially a very good week. I could see this being a thrilling World Series with maybe the best player who's ever lived, with gigantic spotlight every game, 8 o'clock prime time.
You mean the best player that ever lived who
was involved in a gambling scandal that was a long time ago, and it wasn't him, it was the translator.
That's what they're
Story
saying.
just came back up again recently.
That's what they're saying. No, to me, if you're baseball, this is the worst time for this to come out because Ohtani's now going to be on the grand stage, and everybody's going to go, "Hey, by the way,
whatever happened to?"
Oh, by the way,
no,
wasn't this guy involved?
I got news for you. He ain't Terry Rozier, my friend.
No,
that's Shohei Ohtani. It could have been him at the table himself. They would have burned the casino to the ground. Okay?
To the ground.
That guy Thursday, driven by Ramsey Mazda. It's the experience of driving a new Mazda, buying a new Mazda from Ramsey Mazda. Choose wisely. Choose Ramsey Mazda. We got lots of calls we want to get to at 800-919-3776, and we will. But I got to tell you guys first about my friends at Bath.
Go ahead, talk to me.
Yeah, because we updated a bath in our house that we never used. Now it's like the nicest bathroom in the house. And it was a bath converted to a shower. Yeah, they do that too, by the way. Rip the whole thing out. They did it in one day. And now we have this gorgeous shower. The bathroom is great. Everybody wants to use that right now. My sister came over. She's like, who did this? I told them Bath Fitter. She's like, put me in touch with them. I want to do it. So a Bath Fitter consultant took her through a process with a free in-home consultation. And my sister picked out style, color, all the specifics, everything she wanted to update a bath in her house. And she did the bath makeover. And she loves it right now. They have a unique PermaFit solution. You get a watertight fit. By the way, it's fully guaranteed. So there's no money down right now. No payments, no interest for 18 months. If you want to do the job, this is the time to do it. No interest until April of 2027. Yeah, get on that. Bath Fitter is a permanent solution. They are the leader in bathroom renovation. As I said, it's done in one day. It's durable, easy to clean, no demolition, lower cost than a full replacement. And as I mentioned, the best part, lifetime guarantee. You can trust a Bath Fitter team like we did. So start designing your bath today at bathfitter.com. There's only one Bath Fitter. So we'll finish up with some calls for the hour, 5 o'clock hour. We'll get back into the NBA and the Knicks and what you saw from the Knicks on opening night. Was it exactly what you needed to see on opening night? Your calls coming up next. Stay with us. Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg, ESPN New York.
For 2/3 of all Americans living with Alzheimer's and 2/3 of all Alzheimer's family caregivers, join the Alzheimer's Foundation of America at its Women Empowerment Forum on November 5th in Amityville to learn practical ways women can reduce their risk for Alzheimer's and enhance quality of life for themselves and their loved ones living with Alzheimer's. For more information or to register, visit alzfdn.org or call 866-232-8484. Is college even worth it these days? At Empire State University, it actually is. They are SUNY's leading online university. Flexible, affordable, and built for real life. With more than 120 degree programs, you can study what matters most to you. And students agree. They're ranked #1 in student satisfaction among SUNY schools. Whether you are finishing what you started or starting fresh, your goals are within reach. See for yourself. Visit SUNYEmpire.edu before the next term begins.
Just printed from the Erie Canal Press, the most coveted ticket, New York Lottery's $1 million raffle, hath arrived. 15 fortunate souls shall come into the fortune of a millionaire.
Translation, the $1 million raffle is here, and 15 winners are going to become millionaires. The New York Lottery commemorates 200 years of the Erie Canal with your best odds of winning $1 million. Limited tickets available. Ask your local retailer today. Please play responsibly. Must be 18 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
This October, the only thing scarier than missing the game is missing out on a brand new Kia. At Kia City of the Bronx, 3505 Connor Street is where the ghosts of old rides get traded in and new legends are born. They've got a monster lineup of new Kias that'll take you from tailgates to haunted houses in style. Visit KiaCity.com or call 646-917-7955. Don't get spooked, get moving. Kia City of the Bronx, where Halloween meets horsepower.
This college football moment is brought to you by Serve Pro. College football teams have moments they recover from and made it like it never even happened. Like on September 24th, 2016, when Tulsa found themselves down 31-0 to Fresno State with 10 minutes left in the second quarter. Tulsa fought back to tie the game at 41. And then won 48-41 in double overtime.
Serve Pro. Like it never even happened.
They say a full marathon is the ultimate test. For me, it's more than a race. It's a milestone I once thought impossible. Michelle Smallman here, and I'm running my very first marathon in New York City with the support of Gainbridge and Gainbridge Assists powered by Parity. Together, we're empowering girls and women through sports and education, with grants to 32 organizations in 21 states. Every step I take is for the finish line and for the next generation chasing their dreams. Here's to 26.2 miles and a future with no limits. Your fantasy roster is set. The smack talk is heating up, and this season, ESPN Bet is giving you more ways to ride with your squad. Introducing the ESPN Bet Fan Center, where you can instantly link and bet on your fantasy teams right in the ESPN Bet app. An enhanced sports betting experience only from ESPN Bet, the sports book for sports fans. Make the connection today with ESPN Bet Fan Center and the ESPN Fantasy app. ESPN Bet Sportsbook. Download the app today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
Coach Saban here. On the field or on your walls, coverage matters. That's why I go with Behr Marquee Interior Paint and Primer from the Home Depot.
Exceptional hide, advanced stain blocking, and over 1,000 colors to choose from. Behr Marquee delivers one-coat coverage that stands up to real life. One-coat coverage, no overtime. Behr Marquee, only at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Valid only when tinted to colors from the Behr Marquee Interior One-Coat Hide Collection.
The city that never sleeps and never stops talking sports. ESPN New York is always on. Now you can live and breathe everything New York sports wherever you are. On your radio dial, on the ESPN New York app, and streaming live on YouTube. However you watch or listen, ESPN New York is always on for you. Hear us, stream us, watch us. This is ESPN New York.
I think this is because of all the poker talk we've had. Ace of Spades. Good song.
The great first line for what we've been talking about. 800-919-3776. A lot of people want to talk to us about a lot of different things, so why don't we just go around the board, shall we?
Do it.
Griffin in Connecticut, you've been holding a while. Griff, how you doing?
Good. How are you guys?
All right.
Good.
You know, Don has more wins as a broadcaster than the Jets have.
Yes.
Because Don can't lose. Don can't lose. He's undefeated right now. He's calling wins after wins after wins. This is why he needs some Nuka honey, because he's losing his voice from put a pitchfork in it. He keeps saying it every single time.
Nuka honey.
They need to make
That's a great point about the Nuka honey. Now, real quick. I mean, Griff, not only does Don have more wins, the Knicks have more wins than the Jets, and their season started yesterday.
Yeah. I know.
Griffin, really you have the same amount of wins as the Jets this year.
Now the conversation will be who will win first, the Jets or the Nets.
Oh, man.
That's ugly.
Who's the next?
Oh, my God.
Who's That's a drop.
That game yesterday was ugly.
Was it?
And the Hornets are not a team that's going to go out there and dominate this year, and the Nets didn't even look like they deserved to be on the same court as the Hornets.
Yeah.
But that's not my point. My point is this gambling thing is crazy, and the more crazier thing is Chauncey Billups, a head coach of an NBA team, involved in this. This is not a good look for the NBA. It's really crazy to think a head coach getting involved in this stuff, but it's really not a good look for the NBA and for sports in general. And a Blazers team that might have had high hopes, I don't know where they go now. Where do these players go? Like when they find out that their coaches are involved in a gambling.
Well, the interim coach is Tiago Splitter. So, yeah. I see the reaction from the room tells me that no one knows who that is.
No. I've heard the name before. I can't
Yes.
Give me some background. I'm sorry.
Well, he was a center, a big man. They played with the Spurs for a little while.
Okay.
He bounced around.
I've heard the
European
name before.
guy, European player.
But I will say he probably did this before he was coaching. And this is not the same as the Rozier allegations. I'm not saying it's a good look. It's a terrible look.
No, this is part of the poker game
But
stuff.
I think we need to separate. It comes across, if you kind of half-ass the story, that Chauncey Billups was shaving points as head coach of the Portland Trailblazers. That's not the case. He was involved in a poker scam of money in which he got a piece of the pie, and the allegation is he was in on it. It is possible he could have been duped too. We'll find out. But that's a far cry than what some of the former players and current players were doing, Alan, which is a major problem.
Yeah, there is some possibility that he was so in some of the reports that he was not named in the sports betting indictment.
Right.
But somebody did say a number of Blazer players would miss a certain game in 2023, and Billups was the coach then.
So it could end up tying together.
There is something in there. They can't connect it. I don't want to do that either.
Correct me if I'm wrong. In the press conference, they mentioned, I think it was 3 or 4 people that are involved in all of it. And I don't think any of those 3 or 4 were involved, associated with the NBA. But there were people that were involved in both the poker and also the NBA stuff.
That would be, again, I think that's probably the mob connection.
Exactly.
That's probably that's their side of the business, if you know what I mean. Dave in Queens. What's up, Dave?
Dave.
Hey, good afternoon, guys. Thank you guys for taking my call.
Always.
I understand your take, by the way, but I think, it feels like to me, because you guys work in so many capacities that are tied to this, that it feels kind of sort of like you're taking it and saying it a little bit lightly than it is, in my opinion, compared to the more common folks that walk the streets, watch the games and all that stuff and have no invested interest. You work for an organization that promotes it. You work for sports teams that promote it. Even
promote
down
what?
to the
the gambling?
Promote sports gambling.
But there's a difference between legal gambling and illegal gambling. This was illegal gambling.
I think the issue, though, is, this was illegal gambling, but not necessarily the Rozier part, right? The Rozier part was conducted possibly through legal gambling, right? But I think the issue here is it's very synonymous, in my opinion, to church and state, and trying to separate two things that are foundational pieces of this country. Now, sports was sports, and now you've allowed gambling, so now it's another foundational piece of sports. And you want the commissioners and commentators to be the players are playing, and the legalized gambling is
Dave,
legal.
can I just cut you off?
There's a couple of
I just want to
bad
cut you off,
apples in
Dave,
between.
because what you're doing, though, because what you're doing is actually, it's not accurate. Gambling didn't suddenly join sports 5 years ago.
No, I'm talking about in a legal capacity.
But it doesn't matter.
I'm specifically talking about in a legal capacity.
But that doesn't matter. That's just because they legalized it, put rules to it, and there was investments going on and all that stuff. That doesn't change that this type of stuff is not new. This has been going on. This has been going on for years. Tipping off, but you couldn't
Alan,
place a bet legally. That's the difference.
Issue to me is not that it's new. The issue to me is that because it's legal, people now feel more casual and more comfortable participating.
That's fair.
And players themselves now see things that they wouldn't have done because it was seedy. It was hard to find who to connect with. Now it's just it's very. If I don't have X amount of receptions instead of 5, I have 4.
Right,
I know how I can
but you
manipulate
understand the rules that are told to you as soon as you enter a camp. You're not allowed to do it. So even though it's legal for me to bet on sports. I'm telling you, I can't all of a sudden go and start betting on devil games and grabbing information from what I hear in the locker room and be able to keep my job. And if I end up losing my job, I can't plead ignorance and go, well, it's legal and I felt it was casual. No, I understand the rules. It's about following rules and not following rules.
Dave, let me ask you this part of it, though. You started off by saying you think that the average person hearing the story today may be taking it more seriously than we are, as you put it, or something to that effect. Sure. How are you sensing that the average person would take this that differs from what we're saying right now?
Because their casual interaction with sports comes and goes, right? Let's use me for an example. I wasn't a big sports, but I use the apps, right, occasionally, and only for football because all the other stuff is just too high metrics for me. So I wasn't involved in sports betting at all prior to, until it was legalized, and now you can access it through the app. So now I've become a passive, casual investor, whereas you guys are on it. It's part of like your weekend promotion, and all that stuff is fun to me listening to you guys, right? But there's other ways you, SportsCenter, incorporated. Now you're on the commercials. Like it's just two different.
It's become. I see what you're saying. It's become part of our conversation, part of the language.
It's become part of your language, part of the conversation,
so
part of the culture.
It's not as like jarring to hear about betting. We got to go because it's top of the hour. That's the only reason why we had to get rid of the call. But all right, that part I understand. But that's obviously a major story, and it's not just the NBA. NBA's involved in it, but the other leagues right now must be having meetings saying, we got to make sure this doesn't happen. More calls to get to. The Knicks, though, lost in all this, won their season opener despite being shorthanded against the Cavs team they couldn't beat last year. What did we learn in night one with the Knicks? Stay with us. 5 o'clock hour coming up. Your calls as well. Don Hahn Rosenberg, ESPN New York.
Long Island is brewing some spooky fun at Jake's 58 Casino Hotel. We're celebrating this October for our $50,000 Witchy Wednesdays drawing. Be here on Wednesday, October 1st, 15th, and 29th from 3 to 7 p.m. when 2 winners will be drawn every hour to pick a witch's hat and win up to $5,000 cash. Club members can conjure up to 5 times entry multipliers. Fly over to where Long Island wins at Jake's 58 Casino Hotel. If gambling is a problem for you or someone you care about, please call the 24-hour toll-free helpline at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
Now let's take a look at the traffic with Brandy Scott.
Thanks, guys. We're going to start off in Jersey. Still have this problem spot on the Turnpike northbound in the truck lanes over by Interchange 11 for the Garden State Parkway in Woodbridge. An overturned dump truck. Only one lane is squeezing by. Traffic is crawling there from Route 18 in East Brunswick. Hutch southbound not moving much right before Pelham Parkway in the Bronx. Big collision blocking 2 lanes. You're solid there from the New England Thruway. No easy way to the outbound George. Your best bet right now, West Side Highway northbound, and pockets of slowdowns there from the 50s. Inbound George, just about 5 to 10 for the upper deck. Outbound Lincoln already about 20 to 30 minutes. Outbound Helena, 45-minute ride. This report is sponsored by Mothers Against Drunk Driving. For victims of drunk and drug driving, your grief is unique, but you're not alone. You always have a place at MAD. Visit mad.org. I'm Brandy Scott on 880 ESPN New York.
Tailgate season is on, and Monster Energy flavors are bringing the heat. Crack open the wickedly creamy citrus blast of Orange Dreamsicle, or ride the shockingly smooth wave of Electric Blue. Both packed with real sugar, bold flavor, and that legendary monster kick. This is the energy your game day deserves, so grab your can and unleash the beast.
From kickoff to cash out, ESPN Bet has all the tools you need to score more on game days. Bet smarter with stats right at your fingertips. Get personalized parlays built just for you. And with your fantasy teams synced right in the app, you can back your squad. Right now, new customers get $100 in bonus bets when you bet $10. Sign up with promo code USL to get started. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
Every great team has its core players, but when the season gets tough, adding the right free agent can make all the difference. The same goes for business. At Robert Half, we found that 67% of companies surveyed plan to increase their use of contract talent to handle workload peaks and backlogged projects. With Robert Half's specialized recruiters experience, combined with our award-winning AI, you can quickly find the skilled candidates you want. At Robert Half, we know talent. Discover how we can help at roberthalf.com/talent.
Harry Douglas here. Fellas, it's time to step up your grooming game. Manscaped just leveled up with the Lawnmower 5 and the Chairman Plus, 2 powerhouses built for unmatched precision, comfort, and control. Whether you're cleaning up before a night out, preparing for a big meeting, or getting ready for a game day, Manscaped has the tools to help you look and feel your absolute best. These aren't just old school clippers. They're engineered for modern men who take pride in their daily routine. So upgrade your grooming gear and experience the difference. And now you can find Manscaped products at your local Walmart.
880 ESPN, WHSQ, and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. A Good Karma Brands radio station.
5:04 in the big city with Don LaGreca, Peter Rosenberg. I'm Alan Hahn. 800-919-3776 is the number. So what do we have tonight? Don's resting his voice, finally. The Devils do nothing but win when he's calling games. 6 in a row, Don, right? 6 consecutive dubs.
They lost the game against Carolina to start the year. That game was on ESPN Plus.
Yep.
It was the Butcher Gross vehicle. And I've had 6 on MSG.
He booched. And you took over.
He
now
really
all they
booched
do
it,
is win, 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 no matter
Has
what.
nothing to do with me.
But stop it. It's all about a vibe. It's a vibe.
No,
you know
vibes,
what it is.
the vibe's going.
The players are like, I want to get a goal call. That's how bad they want to score. But in all honesty, though, this has to be ridiculously fun. Because no matter what, now, you got off to a great start, a lot of positivity, a lot of excitement.
It's vibe.
It's perfect. They have the best record in the NHL.
Well, the thing I always tell people when I'm calling a game is the game will dictate how good I do.
Okay.
Because it's really hard to make a bad game sound great.
Yeah.
You know, if it's a 6-1 game and you're calling for the team that's losing, it's not going to be fun.
Right.
But every game has been fun. They've been scoring 21 straight kills, third best power play in the league now. I mean, it's really been a lot of fun.
I'm going to give you guys
talent, a ton of offensive talent.
Listen, I'm not Ed Keenan. I'm not some sort of hockey aficionado. If you lead the league,
Ed,
Mike,
yeah, Mike.
There you go.
I don't know who Ed Keenan is.
Well, Mike Keenan was he was the Blackhawks coach, right? And I just mixed in Ed Belfour. So,
but
he coached other
Rangers
teams.
A little more local, but
he
sure.
coached other teams.
I mean,
but yes.
he did slay the dragon.
But I'm in the 90s. I'm in the early 90s.
Okay,
gotcha.
You're missing the point. All right, I'm not Mike Modano or Owen Nolan.
Right.
There it is.
Okay.
Yeah, you got 2.
All right, but if you are among the league leaders in kill and power play, you will be there at the end of the year.
You're going to win.
That's how it works.
Win.
But you know what? I will disagree.
Go ahead.
To the extent majority of the games play 5-on-5. So if you're poor 5-on-5, that can balance
How
it
are
out.
they
We've seen
5-on-5?
that with the Rangers. They've just been great in every facet. Seriously.
Well,
they have not been, and even they're not doing it with the number one goaltender. They've won 6 straight games, and they've gotten 2 periods out of Markstrom.
Yeah, and that's been key. Is Jake Allen playing as well as he's played?
And Dawes played last night too, and he even won.
He gets a win, and that's important. But the chemistry, look, they definitely had a great camp because you could see chemistry on the ice. You could see the way they play. That there's something. And I've told you, I am caught up watching, not just because it's you calling it. Of course, that's the first reason why. But the other reason is I love hockey. They're a fun team to watch, and that's also important. They're not if they were playing left wing lock, boring, slow it down, garbage hockey. No, what they play is a fun brand of hockey. The Devils are a fun team to watch.
I brought it up at the post game last night. You know, I'm sitting there next to Danico, and even Corey Schneider, who did a great job making his debut in the program, and Bryce Salvador. During their times, the Devils would protect the 3-1 lead by locking it down.
Yep.
And they would get 1 shot on goal. They'd allow the other team 4 and win the game 3-2.
Yeah.
Well, now what they're doing is using their offense as their defense. They control the puck. They control
possession
the play.
time.
They're adding to the lead. And if they don't add to the lead, the opposition can't do anything because they don't have the puck.
Right.
Because you've got so many talented players, Hughes and Mercer and Brad and Meyer, and offensively, Hamilton's a really good defenseman. And Gritsuk, who is a rookie from the KHL, now playing on the second wing, which is pretty amazing, considering he was a fourth-line player when the season started. So they got depth everywhere, and now they can be aggressive, and that's fun. It's not the old Devils where it was kind of a snooze fest.
Yeah.
There's just a lot of really great, talented players on this team.
And the building's packed, right? I
did not check last night, but I know the first 2 games were sold out. I think last night was sold out too. No, it
sounds loud. The horn's got to dial it back.
I got to tell you, being a Devil fan growing up, everything was around. Oh, there's nobody in the building. There aren't any fans because the Meadowlands really was a problem for a lot of people because it wasn't close to where the fan base was, which was like Central Jersey.
But it was also cavernous.
It was cavernous and it was difficult sometimes to get to. Now that they've got the train, I'm telling you, since they moved to the Rock, attendance really has not been an issue.
16,040, did you say, Anthony, I believe, last night?
16,434.
That's capacity. That's all. Yeah, they've sold out the first 3 games of the season.
Bad.
And listen, Wild on a Wednesday.
I know. Like, who's going to that?
So, no, the people are excited about it. It's not an issue anymore, and it's fun.
All right.
I'm very grateful for the opportunity.
He says all the right things, doesn't he?
Doesn't he? He's so good at it. Game time right now brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, because when it's game time... I like when he holds
I'd like to do that again someday.
No, it's not today.
You don't need to.
Not today, you don't.
Yeah, I could hear it. Like ice it. Ice your voice, man.
Is that what they do?
No, but you should. You need to put
Drop
it in
an
a
ace
cold
bandage
tub.
around it?
Right in a cold tub. That's where it needs to go. So the Devils are doing lots of winning. The Rangers, they're looking for their first win at home this season.
1 goal in 4 games.
They play the Sharks, though, so opportunity awaits. Sharks are struggling. How many wins do they have this season?
0.
0. Okay. So you hope it's not their first win tonight at the Garden. The Rangers looking for – something's got to give, boys. Coverage immediately follows us right here on 8080 at 6:30 p.m. That's right. We are done after ENN. Islanders, by the way, they've done a lot. They've actually had a pretty good run here, if I'm not mistaken, also since a slow start.
They played well.
Yeah. They host the Detroit Red Wing at 7 at UBS Arena.
They get Detroit second of back-to-backs. They lost in Buffalo.
Okay, so that's helpful. And the teenage sensation, Matthew Schaefer.
I love this team. I love this fans. Thank you, guys. Let's go!
Gives you a let's go. You got to love that kid. And by the way, just can we just hand him right now the Norris?
Well, we're very early in.
No, Calder and Norris.
I'd like to get that. Why not? First overall pick?
Just both of it. Just both of them.
When's he coming on?
That's a good question. We should probably work on that.
For sure.
Yeah. No, he's a terrific interview. Tullamore Dew, the original triple distilled, triple blended, triple cask matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. You okay?
Feeling great.
You just got up and gave me an old man.
Well, I just looked up again and saw another video of Debo and McLaurin at practice. So.
You getting excited? Oh, boy, he had some movement on.
Yeah, we got to listen. I can't afford to have I'm not ready.
A little rumble.
I'm not ready to say goodbye before November 1st. Just give me a shot at a season. You can't hope to trot out a team with no receivers and win games. You can't.
Who do you got this weekend?
We got a team. We got a game.
Them.
We got a game.
He's got them.
No, we got them. And of course, I got them.
Oh, is this
You know
Sunday
what it's
night?
like? You know what it's like? It's perfect. It's like Halloween and we're playing Michael Myers. That's what it's like.
So it's got to be a national vehicle.
Oh, it is. It's Monday Night Football at Arrowhead.
Oh, yeah.
Going on out to Arrowhead.
Oh, your favorite team. Will she be
I'm sure
there?
you'll get all the calls out there.
I know she'll be there.
No.
You were done just said. You think Mariota's getting all the calls on Monday?
No doubt about it.
They're looking out.
Now, if you could still get it at 11.5 with everybody healthy.
So that's the thing. I wonder.
11.5.
Isn't that a disrespectful number? It's disgusting what they're
Even
doing.
Vegas is like, no chance.
They've moved on. Let's see.
None chance, like Don would say.
Oh, no, Don.
ESPN
ESPN bet.
Yes.
12.5.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we have it at 11.5.
Well,
so you don't get the extra point.
Let's be honest.
Cover 5?
He'll do what he wants.
He usually does.
And if he does what he wants, then he should take the 12.5. And be a company guy at the same time.
The season will be under protest. There's a lot going on.
God love the app that you were talking about, the Cover 5.
Is anybody sprinkling tonight? Because the Chargers at home
not a
laid
bad game.
3.5.
Aaron Jones will play
the Vikings.
Chargers make me sick.
Chargers, listen.
You know, I believed in Minnesota last week and failed. I don't.
Well,
I
Chargers.
can't,
what about me and Don with the Chargers last week?
I can't be hurt again.
You know, these teams have disappointed me. I'm going to lay out.
Yeah, because I don't. The Vikings quarterback situation. Not in love with it.
I want to. If I touch it.
Oh.
If I touch it, I'll touch it with the Chargers in the same bounce back spot I thought they'd have last week against Indianapolis. Now, if I were to watch that game, the interesting thing is I'd watch it on Amazon Prime.
Why not?
And since you have Amazon Prime, you can also get Amazon Pickup.
Perfect.
It's the ultimate convenience play. Now, we all have Amazon. It's a part of our lives, but Amazon Pickup takes it to the next level. If you're pressed and you're on the go like I am, you can choose to send your orders straight to a secure pickup location that works for you. Amazon lockers or counters located right near you. No matter where your day takes you, your package is ready when you are. So no matter how busy life is, a little baby at home, I had to take Bear to the vet today. Good news. She said he's healthy as a horse. And she still can't believe he's 15, but he's doing good. No matter what I'm doing, Amazon Pickup gives me that flexibility to grab what I need between shows while running errands, whatever. Simple. You order online at checkout. You choose the pickup location that's most convenient. You get an email confirmation when it's ready with instructions to pick it up. It's quick, secure, always at no extra cost. Check it out for yourself. Go to Amazon.com/pickupMVP to learn more. That's Amazon.com/pickupMVP. Don, you want to know something unbelievable? How about this? Tomorrow, I'm going to do the show
naked
in the studio on a Friday by myself. Can you believe it?
What's the point?
Why would I do something?
Because we're not going to be here.
No, I already did that once this week.
He's happy.
Listen, that's going to happen. Me alone in the studio is going to happen throughout the season with the two of you being the big-time broadcasters.
But
you
on
are.
Friday.
But on a Friday, the holiest of days, why I would do this is because my wife has she has to go shoot some stuff. So she's going out.
Is there a problem?
No, so she's going out with the camera to shoot.
Oh, okay.
As a result, we need help. So her parents are coming to watch Maya. We live in a little 2-bedroom apartment.
Yeah, we can't.
I can't have my in-laws.
Wouldn't that be great? Just yelling at you from another room.
No, do you guys want to hear screaming Hebrew in the background of the entire show? We can't do it. So she's basically said, "Babe, can you go to work tomorrow?" And I said, "I don't mind going to work, sure." So Anthony and Jacob, you should have seen it, jumping up and down the excitement.
Oh, because now you've tripled the amount of people in this.
Yeah. By the
building.
way, it's just the three of us. So, by the way, show's nude tomorrow. Three of us, full on the nude. Me and Jacob and Anthony, because no one else will be around. It's a ghost town here tomorrow. But I'll be here. You saw I filled the fridge. I got an acai bowl for tomorrow. I got some cashews.
Yeah, he went, basically, I'm going to throw it out there. Why not?
Do it.
He went to Trader Joe's and basically got $500 worth of food for like $1.50.
I did.
It is amazing.
It was like Price is Right. You kept pulling out items. How much do you think this costs? Wait, there's more. It was
crazy.
Unreal. You got, what did you get? The $39?
$39.
You filled an entire grocery bag.
I know it's true. I had a California roll, nine pieces of California roll.
I see that.
An acai bowl. It's gone.
Yep.
The acai bowl I have. I got a protein little chocolate smoothie. I got a huge thing of alkaline water right here. Trader Joe's alkaline water. I got the big bag of cashews.
Yeah.
I got a Greek yogurt. I just kept. It's so crazy, especially in Manhattan when you're used to popping in. I swear to God, if I had gotten what I bought at Trader Joe's today at a bodega, I'd have to get a second morttage on my house.
Seriously, you'd be writing a check.
Do you take checks?
Yeah.
I can't possibly afford
handle this.
Yeah. So no, I did have a good moment at Trader Joe's.
All right.
They did. That's a nice value there.
You were very excited. Knicks last night.
Also excited.
119-111. They opened the season with a win. And yeah, it's an 8-point win, but fairly convincing win. Throughout the game, up 15 a couple of times.
It was bigger than that, really.
And it just, they were in control. Now, pushbacks from the Cavs, as you would expect. And Donovan Mitchell, who he finished the game with 31. 21 were in the third quarter where he detonated. He started out hot. He looked like he was trying to take over the game, take over the building. But when the fourth quarter came around, he was 0 for 4. Bridges and Anunoby just turned off the water, and they made the plays they needed to make down the stretch to put the game away and win the game in convincing fashion. Their bench scored 35 points, which is rare. 11 players played also for the Knicks over the last couple of years. That's a rare thing as well in a game that wasn't a blowout. They got balanced scoring, 5 players in double figures. Brunson had 23, but most of it, he didn't shoot the ball well. He actually got to the free throw line a ton, which is what he does. But Anunoby, who was game-time decision, as we were all talking about this yesterday's show, we were discussing him being game-time, Towns being game-time. Both guys played. Both guys had double-doubles. So they still don't have Mitchell Robinson, and that whole thing we're learning is going to be a load management that everybody's going to have to accept, that Mike Brown said it sounds like he might go 5 games without playing. He might go a stretch where we just sit him. but that you're trying to keep him healthy to get into the playoffs. Josh Hart, I haven't checked yet, but he should be getting into practice in the next couple of days. They think he could be close to returning from what he's got a lumbar spasms in his lower back. So they're almost whole. They play faster. They handled a team that handled them last year. Now, the Cavs were missing some key pieces, especially Darius Garland. But did we get the – I don't want to say statement because it's game one. But did we get the sort of let everybody know, like, this is a real thing? Like, this
sounds like a statement.
Looks like they're ready to make that case this season of being one of the best teams in the East.
I think that you got – if you're a Knicks fan, everything you could have hoped for last night, except for, of course, Mitchell Robinson playing, just for that, because, for what that would say about his health going into the year. But we know where he's at. I don't see how much more you could have asked for. A convincing, basically, pillar-to-post win? How could you be unhappy with anything you saw last night?
Eye test, Don. What did it? I know you were working, but, eye test tells you what?
Well, that they now have a coach that fits the roster, right? They're Brunson's not going to play defense, right? That's just the way it's going to work. And a smaller rotation, now you can use some of the depth. And I thought a statement was being made by Brown yesterday to say, hey, sorry, it's a new era. We're not going to treat every game like it's Game 7 the way they did with Tibbs. You're just going to have to live with that. So opening day doesn't mean anything. It's just another game. Or was the statement, it doesn't matter because we can rest guys and we're still going to bring it and we're still going to win. And that really gets people excited, right? That, hey, we can load manage, we can be careful, but it's not going to come at the expense of giving us a chance to win. So is it possible both could be true? That this team still can contend for a 1 seed, still be a 60-win team, and also manage the roster? I know it sounds like a perfect storm, but it worked last night. Could that be the end game? We're good enough and deep enough that we don't need to play everybody in order to win?
Every single night.
Yeah.
Right. It sounds like from Mike Brown, that's what he wants to say, is that we've got depth, we've got a lot of talent, and there are going to be nights where we don't play 11, we'll play, whatever it is. But there's also going to be nights where we might want to we're playing an opponent that why would we want to play our stars a ton when we don't need to? Because we could, like you said, we could beat you with our second team. That's how good we are, and that's what they really are believing.
Yeah.
Here, Mike Brown talked about playing 11 in the season opener because that's all everybody was talking about. Second quarter, early second quarter, we all were like, okay, Tyler Kolek's in the game. Wait a minute, Clarkson just got in. That's how many? 1, 2, 3. That's 11. We were everybody. I'm where I'm situated is right within the crowd, right by the court, and all the fans were yelling it out like, "That's 11. He's gonna play the whole team." Like because it's so different, obviously, from the past. Here's Brown talking about that.
I said this before. I truly believe this team is a deep team, and you give Leon Rose and his group a lot of credit for it. It's my job to keep trying to find combinations out on the floor that work. And just like they got a lot of room to grow, I got a lot of room to grow too, because I'm still learning them. And the neat part about it is there are a lot of different ways I can go with it, and I can learn on the fly because we have guys that can play. And, I'd like to play a lot of guys. I don't know if I'll play 11 guys every night, but we'd like to play, as many as we can. And we want everybody to be ready in case their number's called at any time.
Now, when it comes to the minutes thing that everybody talked about, remember the minutes police and the criticism of Tibbs, you also, one thing I noticed is while a lot of players were very happy with last night, 2 players in particular, one unquestionably, is tempering his emotions after a win. And that's Jalen Brunson. Sure, happy with the win. He didn't play great. He was 5 of 18, 1 for 9, but he got to the free throw line. He still got to 23 points. He had 5 assists. He had a lot of open, kick-out looks. That's what Mike Brown wants, to find him open. And he just didn't make shots for the night. That's all. But he played 34 minutes. And so while everybody was talking about, isn't this amazing? You have all this depth. They're playing 11 guys. They're spreading the wealth. The minutes are down. Jalen Brunson wanted to make it clear. It's not that different.
It's different, but at the same time, I averaged, 35 minutes last year. I played 34-23. We're going to harp on this idea of the minutes, stuff like that, but regardless, we have a lot of players on this team that can make plays and play well, and I think the best thing about it is going out there and doing it when your number's called and being ready. Guys are going to be ready, guys are going to be ready to go, and us as teammates got to give each other confidence regardless of who's in there.
So what you're hearing is a guy that was very loyal to Tom Thibodeau, right?
Yes.
And just making sure, guys, let's not overdo this minutes thing. Like you could hear it in his voice that he's not comfortable yet being happy with Tom Thibodeau not there. Do you sense that?
Yeah, but he also know it was the right thing, and then we'll ultimately see if it was. One game doesn't answer that question, but a good first start.
By the way, I will say, though, first half of the year could say a lot, though. Like, if this really, if you're able to see it in players getting an opportunity to rest, in ball distribution, in less on Brunson's shoulders, I think you'll see a fan base that quickly, no matter where they were at the end of last year, is going to be saying, we like this decision. I thought it was very clear. Don, you had left yesterday, and Alan, I don't know how you felt. It seemed very clear to me John Starks was not thrilled with the way Tibbs was doing things and very excited about it. He was very excited for the up-tempo, for the ball movement. That's what he was all about.
John was big on that, and I was watching, again, Melo and Aaron Judge were sitting together. I was so compelled just seeing two megastars talking during the game. But there was one point they were walking the ball up, and you see Carmelo almost coaching, like he was running his arm like, let's go, let's go, let's go, as if he was saying, too, we got to play faster. He was into it as well, so it's definitely a different look. Damien Woody coming up. We're going to talk some more football with him and more, so stay with us. Don, Hahn, Rosenberg, ESPN New York. And I do want to remind everybody, of course, that every aspect of your business, from the most mundane to the most complex, will operate orders of magnitude better and faster when you add artificial intelligence. As you know, AI is literally a race to the top. The companies that engage AI first will win. Question is, will that be you or will it be your competitors? Thrive Managed AI is your advantage over all your competitors. Founded by tech powerhouses, Thrive partners with you on smart and secure AI strategies for your business. Then they deploy and manage it for you. Imagine AI solutions working across every part of your business, automating support, powering chatbots, analyzing competitors, even managing billing, collections, and orders. Now, that's just a taste of what Thrive Managed AI can help you achieve. It makes your talented team even better by letting them focus on what they do best. The race to the top will be won by those who engage Thrive Managed AI first. That needs to be you. Go to thrivenextgen.com/ESPN and get started with a complimentary strategy consultation. That's thrivenextgen.com/ESPN. thrivenextgen.com/ESPN.
Right now at Bay Ridge Honda, fall into savings with unstoppable savings across their full lineup of Honda cars, trucks, SUVs, hybrids, and EVs during the Fall for Honda sales event. You can get the HR-V all-wheel drive LX for $299 a month with zero down during the Fall for Honda sales event. Plus, receive thousands in benefits and savings with their Bay Ridge Plus Advantage plan. Upfront pricing, total peace of mind. Visit BayRidgeHonda.com. 39 months lease, 10,000 miles per year, zero down plus tax, tag, and fees. See dealer for full details.
To help those who want to be helped, but may not be able to afford it.
That's what PGA Tour winner Grayson Murray had envisioned for a foundation before he sadly took his own life at just 30 years old. His parents channeled their grief into creating the Grayson Murray Foundation, carrying out his vision to help those struggling with mental health and addiction. To donate and learn more, visit GraysonMurrayFoundation.com.
There he goes to the 20, 10, 5. That's a Jet touchdown. That's a Jet touchdown.
Jets fans, be there at MetLife Stadium to see the New York Jets take on the Cleveland Browns on Sunday, November 9th at 1 p.m., presented by Verizon. Don't miss your chance to experience the excitement of game day at MetLife Stadium and cheer on your Jets. Lock in your seats at nyjets.com/tickets and get ready to clear the runway.
Now let's take a look at the traffic with Brandy Scott.
Thanks so much, guys. We've got the Islanders home tonight over at the UBS Arena. Already a packed ride on the Cross Island southbound, bumper to bumper, heading over to Hempstead Turnpike from right after the Throgs Neck Bridge in Queens. Slow crawl on the BQE eastbound in Brooklyn, over by Meeker Morgan, a broken down minivan in the right lane. Add that to the volume. Delays go back onto the inbound Gowanus. Really no easy way to the outbound George. Not even the Henry Hudson going to help you out. Cross Bronx westbound, slam from White Plains Road through to underneath the apartments. Inbound George, just about 5 to 10 for both the upper and lower decks. Outbound Lincoln will run you about 20 to 30 minutes. Outbound Holland 45 plus. This report is sponsored by the Positive Coaching Alliance. Questions about youth or high school sports? Well, the PCA can help. It's a national nonprofit developing better athletes and better people through youth and high school sports. More info at positivecoach.org. I'm Brandy Scott on 880 ESPN New York.
Hey, it's Alan Hahn. Let me tell you about my friends at Bath Fitter. They remodeled the bath by my pool. They converted a tub into a shower. The result is amazing. Bath Fitter offers all types of custom bath renovations, including their unique PermaFit solution for a watertight fit. It's done in one day, easy to clean, and durable with no demo or mess, and it costs less than a standard replacement, plus a lifetime guarantee. Right now, you get no money down, no payments or interest until 2027. So start designing your bath today at bathfitter.com. There's only one Bath Fitter.
The fall is here and Halloween's right around the corner, which means the cold weather is coming. And that's why now's the time to fill up with Romeo's Fuel. Fill up before it gets too cold. Now is the best time because prices are still so low. Romeo's Fuel makes it easy for you to keep your house comfortable and warm in the coldest months. Get discount home heating oil from the best in the business. Order online at romeosfuel.com for the best and lowest price on home heating oil. That's romeosfuel.com, romeosfuel.com, romeosfuel.com.
Friends, it's football season, the best time of the year. You should be out there tailgating, cheering on your team, and enjoying every Sunday. But if you're dealing with neck pain, back pain, sciatica, or nerve pain, even getting off the couch can feel like a challenge. You don't have to live like that. There's help. Dr. Jay Shaw at Sandwell Pain is New Jersey's top pain specialist. He's Ivy League trained, double board certified, and is dedicated to helping you get back in the game. Here's what makes the difference. No surgery, no scars, no long recovery, no pain medication. Just precise, non-surgical image-guided procedures that deliver real results. Dr. Shaw treats neck pain, back pain, joint pain, migraines, nerve pain, and sciatica with a plan that's customized for you. Same-day and next-day appointments are available, and with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood, relief is always close. So don't let pain keep you on the sidelines this season. Visit SandwellPain.com to call, text, or book online. Most major insurances are accepted. That's SandwellPain.com. Relief is closer than you think, and it starts today.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, HIMS.com/JOY.
I give him credit. He is staying on
He's
topic
doing it
today. You know who this is?
Is this Nicolette Larson?
No.
It's somewhere in that genre, though.
It is,
I should
but
know it. I should know
you
it.
should know. I'm surprised you don't know this. I'll give you a hint. I think O.J. Simpson.
It's by Leslie Nielsen.
No.
No, Nicole.
No. What's his nickname?
Juice
Newton.
There you go.
Excuse me.
Well, I should have known that. What was I thinking about it?
Yes.
I love all of her, a lot of her stuff. I don't
Sweetest
know why.
Thing.
Yeah. Oh, that's a great song.
Unbelievable song. Yeah. You know who's unbelievable?
Damien Woody?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's time now for the Damien Woody Report. It's brought to you by Bet365. D. Wood!
She's from Jersey, by the way, too.
Huh?
Yeah, she's from Jersey.
She is from Jersey?
Yeah.
How about that? You know who else is in Jersey?
Damien.
D-Wood.
That's it. That's right.
You played for the you played for the Jets. I have to ask you this question about the Jets that, as a fan, it always perplexed me, especially more recent than ever. Why does Woody Johnson speak? Because when he does, it's almost like a grenade is thrown into what sometimes can be just a quiet situation, and now all of a sudden we have chaos and controversy where you didn't need to have it. 0-7 is enough chaos and controversy. Why did we need to hear Woody Johnson tell us, well, I like Aaron Glenn, but our quarterback sucks?
I wish I could answer that question, man. But when you're writing the checks, who's going to tell the guy to stay quiet in this situation? But listen, man, I would wish that Woody just let the football people handle these type of things and not interject and just worry about being the owner and all those type of things. But he did lob a grenade in there, and I think from what I saw from Justin Fields, he took the right route about it and just kind of steered towards what's really important. But yeah, man, it's just like one thing or another when it comes to the Jets right now.
And here we are on Thursday, and Glenn said for competitive reasons he's not going to announce his quarterback. I just wonder I've got.
Does it matter?
Well, it doesn't matter, and I don't know if anybody cares at this point. But Tyrod Taylor's got a knee injury.
Yeah.
So maybe he can't name him. Doesn't want to name Justin Fields because of what his owner just said. Really just puts Glenn in a really difficult spot. And last thing he needs, too, at 0-7.
Yeah, again, absolutely. Aaron Glenn was brought in for a reason, and that's, to coach the team. And obviously, Aaron Glenn comes from the school of being, one voice in the building. And when you have, different voices and people saying different things, it makes it much harder to keep the messaging where it needs to be. So, I think the best thing, honestly, I'm sure Aaron Glenn is probably thinking this is, man, I can't wait till Sunday when we play. So I don't have to deal with, this type of nonsense where the owner's saying this and then I got to go talk to the player and the other players and all that type of stuff. The trade deadline is coming. And so I'm sure he among other people, will just, let's get out on the field because all the distractions are gone at that point.
Can they trade for Shedeur Sanders? Would that be why not?
Do you really want
why
that?
Not?
Well, you know what? I take that back. You do want that. You want that
because he wants chaos.
Yeah, but what did Shedeur ever do to you?
Could you imagine Shedeur in this market?
Yes.
Well, and by the way, with this team, a team that has zero, no matter who the head coach is, this isn't even a shot at Aaron Glenn. No matter who it is, Damien, they cannot turn the quarterback position into a talent spot. They do not know how to develop quarterbacks here.
No, but I got FOMO. I'm seeing Jaxson Dart and what he's done for the Giants, and I'm thinking, I want some of that.
Yeah, listen, I'm with you. I'm with you. Listen, we all know where this is heading. In the 2026 draft, they're going to draft a quarterback. Yeah. You just got to keep throwing darts at it. And at some point, I don't know if it's going to be, in the draft or whenever, at some point they're going to hit on the quarterback. You just hope and pray as a Jets fan. I can't make any promises. I'm not going to go there. But you hope and pray as a Jets fan that they finally hit it in next year's draft.
All right. How do you spin the Giants moving forward? One of the most miserable regular season losses in franchise history, but enough good to maybe build on. So where do you stand with the Giants as they head into Philadelphia?
Well, listen, here's what I would say. And I actually said this at, the day after the game. As much as it sucked to be part of history and lose that game in ugly fashion, you've got your guy. Don, you got your guy.
Yeah.
You got a quarterback. Like, we all know this. Like, when you get a quarterback, everything tends to fall into place. The Giants have a quarterback. They've been searching far and wide for one. They have one with Jaxson Dart. I'm not saying that they're going to go out here and win a bunch of games this year, but as long as the quarterback continues to get better, you're in a great place if you're the New York Football Giants.
Do you have a coach?
Well, that's another story. That's another story because here's the thing. I think this is going to be a very interesting situation as we move on the next couple months. I think if you're the Giants brass, if you're John Mara, I think you can clearly see we got a quarterback. Now the question is, do we need to bring back this coach to go with the quarterback? Because I do think that, like, the coach needs to show, okay, I know how to manage a game. I know how to help my guys win. You learn how to win games, because that's all a part of changing the culture. I think that's what he's coaching for in these next couple months.
I'm just trying to figure out a scenario, though, Damien, in which they would bring him back. Because I think the way this market felt that loss on Sunday, it's going to have a lasting effect unless he does something over the next 10 games to make that stink go away. Do you think, like, for example, their schedule is not sweet for this team. And if they struggle on the way out here and they're not able to win any of those close games, those games maybe that you're not supposed to win, like Denver was until they were supposed to win it, if he's not able to get any of those games, can you still run it back with Daboll?
Well, let me ask you a question, okay? Because I think coming into this season, I think most Giant fans said it's about the quarterback. And it's about the quarterback, you know, from beginning to end, you know, seeing the progression. What if this team, the quarterback progresses, but they don't necessarily add up with a lot of wins? What do you do then?
Well,
what do you do then?
See, that's
the quarterback improves, but you don't necessarily come out with the wins. Do you keep the coach, or do you fire the whole staff and bring in a new coach?
What does it look like is the question, right?
It's what it looks like. And if you have a situation like you had on Sunday where your defensive coordinator and your head coach fumbled the game away with some of the calls that they were making late in the game defensively, then you got to make a change.
But let me ask you the question this way then. Is grooming a quarterback and making a successful quarterback enough to get a contract extension? Because that's what you're going to have to do. He's not going to go into next year as a lame duck. So if I can't coach and I can't win games, is making my quarterback great enough to keep a job?
Well, I think it's a delicate balance here, because here's the thing. Ultimately, it's about winning football games. There's no question about it. But I think if you're the Giants, you got to be careful what happens. You get into a cycle of, okay, you got your quarterback, then you fire the coach, you bring in a new coach. What if you run into a cycle like the Bears were running into for years, where they got the coach, then they go out and draft the quarterback, they fire the coach, and you go into this cycle of, you know, just madness as an organization. That's why I think these next 10 weeks are going to be critical for Brian Daboll to show, like, this organization, he needs to show this organization is headed in the right direction.
Yeah, I think we all agree on that. The question is, does he have is that on the table? And I think that remains to be seen.
Like D-Wood, I don't think you clean house. I think if you're doing something, you just make a coaching change. I think you leave the front office intact.
Oh, Joe Shane is off the hook?
Yeah. Well, you know why? He found your quarterback, and he had to make a move in the draft to get him. That tells me, okay, this he knows what he's doing. He got Malik Neighbors. It's not his fault he got hurt.
But couldn't I make this assumption?
What's that?
That quarterback was Brian Daboll's quarterback. That was his handpicked guy.
Well,
couldn't I make that assumption?
But he didn't make the trade.
Still have to make the deal. You got to make sure nobody knows how much you love him, so somebody else gets in the way. Yeah, he was able to get Abdul Carter and Jaxson Dart in the same draft.
Yeah. I mean, isn't that supposed to be the way it works?
You got an offensive rookie talent, a defensive rookie talent, both guys playing prime positions that you now don't have to pay a premium for at least 4 years. Like, that's a pretty good deal in one draft, and you got a high-end wide receiver?
Listen, I was just playing devil's advocate, but I don't disagree with anything you guys just said.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'd love my general manager to be able to see the talent, but what I also want my GM to do is get my head coach the players he wants.
Right. That's the job.
Correct.
I'm sorry, guys. Just humor me for 1 second. Am I absolutely insane?
Yes, absolutely.
I know it's coming.
They're going to get Debo back. They're going to get Terry back. Do my guys stand a chance to not get completely mopped on Monday night? Quickly so they don't yell at me. Just give me a quick answer.
And who's your quarterback again?
It's going to be Marcus Mariota. No, it's going to be Marcus Mariota. The Chiefs are fully back, huh?
Yeah. Yes. The league should be very worried about this. They are much better than what they were last year. By the way, they went 15-2 and went to the Super Bowl.
We thought it was Don. A few weeks ago, we said it's finally over.
They can be had.
It can be had.
That's over.
How can you kill what can't be killed?
And now they're like Mike Myers and Halloween. They are back again.
You know who's not back? The Lakers. You like Luka? Because that's what it's going to look like.
You know what? Who idea was to lob that Lakers in just now?
That was Allen.
Who idea? I know that wasn't Don who did that.
No, that's Allen.
Allen, that had to be you. Like, you just really you just trying to throw salt on the wound right now.
Listen, I'm just being devil's advocate.
Just a little. You really are being the devil. That's what you're being.
Oh, it's a long season, D-Wood. It's only game one. Always good to talk to you, though, my man. You know we appreciate you.
Yeah, man, I appreciate you guys.
All right.
All right, later, man.
Always fun with Damien Woody, the Damien Woody Report, brought to you by Bet365. Whatever the moment, never ordinary at Bet365.
Listen, I'm never going to feel bad for a Patriot, okay? It's what's the big deal? This guy's had a charmed life.
You got a ring, right?
Well, not only that, and he's still associated with the team, right? They're back already. They're back.
Oh, yeah.
I told you. They're never going away because they have the quarterback. And as long as you have the quarterback, you have a chance.
So we're going to have the nightmare of the Patriots being back, the Chiefs never going away.
Never. And, Don, we sat there.
The real nightmare.
Don, you really did. We had a moment. We were like, I think it's over.
Nope.
I think it's on. And now I'm just hoping people are overstating it. And because the last couple of weeks looked a certain way, everyone's like going crazy. And let's not forget that they blew out the Raiders,
right? Yeah, they
shut
out the Raiders. Big deal.
So, like, I'm praying for – you guys remember when Colt McCoy went into Dallas and won? That's what I'm praying. On Monday night, in the fall.
Yeah.
That's what I'm praying for. A miracle game with a backup quarterback going into KC.
Remember Colt McCoy went into Seattle with the Giants and beat them, too.
Now, that's what he did.
Quarterbacks,
is there a
backup
better
quarterbacks, man.
Is there a better quarterback name than Colt? Like, you better be a good – like, you're
And he
born
was.
to be a great quarterback.
By the way, he had it.
Colt.
That guy had a fun backup career. Like, there's levels to this backup career thing. He had a great
But just think, like,
career.
when he was a high school quarterback, he probably was really good.
Well, you talking about how much he was getting laid?
Coming in.
Colt
McCoy coming in.
Well, no, just imagine a high school kid named Colt McCoy slinging it 500 yards a week, Don.
Stop at high school quarterback.
Absolutely.
Honestly.
Just tearing it up. Stop it. No.
There's levels.
A good one.
Yeah, he's not high school quarterback at Sheboygan High who can't do anything.
He didn't have
but
just
even
the
in
cheerleading
Sheboygan
team.
High, I didn't scout Sheboygan.
But they were probably Sheboygan.
But
probably Sheboygan up a storm.
He didn't just have the cheerleaders. He had the PTA. Like, the whole town.
That Colt McCoy, there's stories. There's stories of what he did on the field. There's stories of what he did after the game.
That's where MILF came from.
I got a Knicks injury report update for tomorrow night's game against the Celtics. There is a player that is now listed as questionable.
You don't know.
For this game. Who is it? We'll let you know. Stay with us. Hahn, Rosenberg, ESPN New York.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in New Jersey. T&Cs apply.
Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too? Go to carsforkids.org. That's carsforkids.org.
Looking for the best internet deal? It's just a fast phone call away.
Only Optimum Fiber Internet delivers the fastest and most reliable fiber internet starting at just $40 a month. That's right, lightning fast fiber internet at a price that won't slow you down. Call 888-4OPTIMUM today to lock in your offer in just a few minutes and see how you can also get the Disney Plus Hulu bundle and an unlimited mobile line on us. Don't take slow for an answer. Call 888-4OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com today. Terms apply.
A SoFi personal loan is here to help you achieve something once thought impossible: overcoming high-interest credit card debt. Walk the tightrope of your finances with one low, fixed-rate monthly payment, no fees required, and as soon as the same-day funding. That's right. Pull off your own debt-defying stunt with a SoFi personal loan. Visit SoFi.com/trick to learn more. Loans originated by SoFi Bank, N.A., member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. NMLS 696891.
At AT&T, we guarantee our network so you can talk college football with your BFF while taking Buster to the vet.
Hey, yeah, I can't believe he ate the whole thing of chicken wings.
And I can't believe we're staging a comeback. Touchdown! Yes!
Staying connected matters. That's why in the rare event of a network outage, you'll automatically get a bill credit for a full day's service. For wireless downtime lasting 60 minutes or more caused by a single incident impacting 10 or more towers, must be connected to impacted tower at onset of outage. Restrictions and exclusions apply. See att.com/guarantee for full details.
From the regular season to the Super Bowl, ESPN New York is your destination for football. We've got crazy fans.
If the Giants somehow beat the Cowboys, I'm going to take a dump on your head.
You can feel good because you're a damn football team. Expert analysis.
Marcus Spears joins us now, ESPN NFL analyst Damien Woody.
Mel Kiper Jr.
The Hall of Famer Steve Young.
He's kind of our resident general manager, Louis Riddick.
We got Mike Tannenbaum right now.
And all your fantasy and wagering needs. This is ESPN New York. We are football.
Shop new fall offers at Bay Ridge Mazda. Lease a 2025 Mazda CX-30S for as low as $199 per month or finance for 2.9% APR for 36 months. Or the 2025 Mazda CX-5S for as low as $229 per month or finance for 2.9% APR for 36 months. Plus, enjoy 1 year of complimentary Bay Ridge Plus benefits like ding and dent coverage, key replacement, windshield protection, and roadside assistance. Visit them in Brooklyn or online at BayRidgeMazda.com. Bay Ridge Mazda, where confidence comes standard. See dealer for details.
This ain't Texas. Wait, I see what you did.
Hold them.
Nope. Keep going. We're talking Colt McCoy, and he comes out with Texas Hold'em. No? Is it that? There it is. The greatest quarterback in the history of Texas, yardage-wise.
Gotcha. Okay. I didn't realize that.
Now, I pulled up the stat here.
You got the stats?
I got the stats here.
All right, so we have the proof. Because if you walk in the room, like, think about it. Your coach just comes in, all right, we're playing whatever. And their quarterback, Colt McCoy, and every kid's, oh, my God, the guy's name's Colt McCoy. So, he can't suck.
And this is, by the way, one of the things that's interesting about football, right? Because in this league, he ended up being a backup and having a decent career.
What? You get to the NFL. You were good at one point in your life.
No. But what I'm saying is when I tell you what I'm about to tell you, it's funny that it doesn't always translate on the biggest stage.
Let's hear
it. Obviously, he was a two-time Associated Press offensive MVP and first-team All-State.
Two-time.
He is the leading passer in Texas 2A history.
Damn.
Yeah. By the way, Texas, they play a little football down there.
A little bit.
Yeah. Colt McCoy passed during his high school career for 9,344 yards, Don.
What, he couldn't get to 10?
116 touchdowns.
And how many games? 4.
I can't find the amount of games, but
4.
No, honestly, what is it? It has to be, 50? 50 games-ish. 4 years in high school. 50 games-ish, 11, 12
it
games
might be
a year.
less.
That's crazy.
Those are insane.
Well, college teams play like 12 before they get the bowl season, right?
Yeah, but high school's not that long.
Right, so if he played 4 years, he probably played like 40.
Yeah, that's insane.
And then he goes on to Texas, a school with, a pretty well known for the foosball. Career record of 45-8 at Texas. Threw for 13,253 yards and 112 touchdowns. 70% completion percentage.
Sure. And
that is a ball player.
The rest were just drops.
Right. Oh, yeah, no.
He would have completed 100%.
No, by the way, 100% of the passes hit the chest of the receiver.
We should get him on. He's probably a great interview.
Yeah, you know what?
Yeah.
Who else doing a weekly with Colt McCoy?
Come on,
I don't see the guy talk.
All right.
I love the guy.
Then
What's
he gets to the NFL.
Oh boy!
All right, and he starts 36
Where was he
games.
picked? Where was he picked?
Cleveland.
No, by the way, that's not fair.
Where was he picked?
Yeah, we're talking about he had
it's
a
up there, right?
prolific college career.
It's up there.
What was he?
On the 3rd round pick.
What is his problem? Is he like 5'7"?
That's a good question.
It's got to be something like. He's 6'2".
No, he's 6'1".
That's
what it says here on Pro Football Reference.
6'1".
Greatest Texas quarterback of all time.
Right, and as a starter
goes
in the
to
NFL.
Cleveland in the 3rd round.
36 games he started. 11, 25-0.
That's Cleveland, though.
He threw 34 touchdown passes, 32 interceptions.
You can't. It's hard to understand. They know what they're looking at when they get up there and look at these guys. When they draft him in the 3rd round, they're able to see someone in college and go, "Yeah, fantastic," but it's just for it doesn't translate.
Like I've heard this being said. Oh, he's a great college player, and you're like, what do you mean? What does that mean? He's great in college game. No way he plays in it. Then there's a guy that plays like. He started one season, was a backup at 4 different schools.
Right.
But
they see it.
Kurt Warner. You know what I mean?
All right, quarterbacks taken ahead of him.
Yeah.
The first overall pick was Sam Bradford.
How'd that work out?
By the way,
two bad knees.
So real quick, let's just go head-to-head with each of the quarterbacks you named.
All right.
I'll take Colt McCoy.
Okay.
In terms of pro career, I'll take Colt McCoy over Sam
Bradford
Bradford.
got hurt.
It never happened.
Here's the thing. It was not a great quarterback draft. The next quarterback taken at 25 was Tim Tebow.
I'll take Colt McCoy again.
You talk about another college career, though. Legendary college
But by the
career.
way, they knew that about Tebow, too, and they took him at 25.
In the first round.
Then Carolina in the 2nd round takes Jimmy Clausen.
Again.
I remember
So far, by the way, my boy is 3-0 against the quarterbacks ahead of him so far.
You're taking him over Tebow?
For sure. Tebow didn't go on to be a reliable backup. Colt was a reliable backup.
The 2010 draft.
Nothing,
then McCoy was the 3rd quarterback taken.
No,
85th overall. In 85 picks, 3 quarterbacks.
Don, 4 quarter. No, he's the 4th one you said. That's 4.
So 4th, I'm sorry.
4 in 85 picks, guys, and Colt McCoy is the best one. And the scary thing is, what if that's this year's draft for the Jets?
Oh, please don't.
And then the
Could
next
be.
quarterback taken in the 4th round, 122nd overall, Mike Kafka.
No.
By the
Update,
Eagles.
by the way, from my buddy Ben. Big college football guy. Alabama guy. Went to Alabama. Said Colt got hurt in a championship game. That may have put him down a little bit when it comes to pre-draft. So he must have been injured through the draft process.
It's amazing. You know all the quarterbacks. You know them all. The 5th round, 155th overall in 2010, John Skelton.
I'm starting to
Fordham.
fade.
The reason I remember
Red
John
Sun?
Skelton is because he went to Fordham.
Oh. Wow.
How do you like that?
That has to be the weakest quarterback draft
Ever?
in history.
History.
Because then you get the Jonathan Crompton.
All right, I'm out now. Don't remember.
Now you're out.
Now I'm out. You lost me. Where did Crompton go to school?
By the time you get to the 5th round, it's like GM's kids are making picks.
Yeah. So Don, fun top 5 worst quarterback drafts of all time.
Oh,
how could you beat that?
I don't know.
The only thing that would beat that is if no quarterbacks were taken.
Well, that's possible.
But it's a scary thought because you could have the worst record in the league this year, and it could be that year.
The 1948 draft probably had no
Because
quarterback. All running backs.
we don't need quarterbacks. Were like running backs in 48.
And we were at war.
We don't pay, and we were at war. Right. So any of the good quarterbacks were flying jets.
And who took Bradford? The Rams?
That has to be the Rams.
That's right.
Nightmare.
Yeah. Let's do a game time.
Do it.
Brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. Because when it's game time,
It's Tully time.
Wilma. That's all I hear now.
Is that you sure that's me?
It's so you.
Because I never remember it sounding like Fred Flintstone. Did
That's
you
it.
at the time?
That's so you.
That is me.
You know it's you. Rangers look for their first win at home. Why not join the party, Rangers? Do it this season against the Sharks. Tonight, coverage immediately follows us right here on 880 at 6:30. Note the start time. Islanders at UBS. They host the Red Wings at 7. Tullamore Dew, the original triple distilled, triple blended, triple cask matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. The Knicks play tomorrow night at the Garden.
Celtics.
Hosting the Celtics. On the injured report, Mitchell Robinson still out. Already just out. So there's that. Anunoby is probable. I mean, he had 24 and 14. but they still have him listed with an ankle sprain. Karl Anthony Towns, who has the he called it yesterday a grade 2 quad strain that he played through at 19 and 11. He's questionable, so keep that in mind. Josh Hart, who has the lumbar spasms in his lower back, he's upgraded to questionable.
Where's the lumbar?
No,
On the back.
down here. Right?
That's why I asked. I don't know.
Yeah, it's redundant to say lower lumbar because it's basically
lower.
There's no upper. I don't know if there's an upper. There is an
Right.
upper?
I don't know.
There's an upper lumbar?
I have no
Upper
idea.
glute.
Anyways, the fact that Hart is questionable is at least an upgrade from what he had been, which is out. So maybe he has a chance to make his debut.
Are we going to play
Is it upper lumbar? Where is it exactly?
It's above the lower.
Protect the spinal cord and vertebrae, so it's at the top of it.
Spinal.
Oh, it's spinal? You broke my back?
Spinal.
What did we call?
One of the best moments.
Was it lineup roulette? What did we call it with the Yankees back in the day, Peter? Rest roulette.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do that with the Knicks. Oh no! All right. Oh, who's in? Who's out?
I remember you guys played this game.
It was fun.
Was it rest roulette?
Yeah, it was
Do you still have the audio of that?
Maybe we bring it out a different day.
I love that.
We don't need to spin a roulette wheel today.
No, probably not today.
Is
you
it
don't
too
think so?
soon? Well, can you play? Do we have it? Because that was cool. I enjoyed that.
Why not do it? Come on.
Oh, we'll do it tomorrow.
There it is.
And it's going to be.
I'm always
Gleyber
picking Robinson.
Torres.
I'm always picking Robinson. Come on, Robinson.
Oh, that was so much fun.
Ooh, Jalen Brunson.
No.
What?
Celtics.
Did Michael like that or not? He hated our lineup because we have to do the lineup every day. Because
Boone laughed at
what
it.
else are you going to sell? And we started dressing up the lineup by doing it like old timey, and Michael got irritated because it's church.
Can't have fun.
It's like messing with the sacrament.
You're not allowed to laugh.
The Yankee lineup. Jeez, it's the host.
What am I, a clown? I make you laugh.
I amuse you.
I amuse you. What's coming up next, Peter?
And
it's the end.
It is the
You know what
end.
they say? There's nothing like a Thursday ENN on a 6:30 vehicle.
It is on its way.
I'd listen to this because I think he's flying blind. I don't think he
I
even thought
definitely
about it.
don't see a script.
By the way,
This'll
no,
be
I've just
fun.
been having fun. I don't even know what the hell we're doing. ENN's
I
next.
love it.
I got it. I'll be fine.
All right, let's go.
Brunson for three.
And this is your home for New York Knicks basketball. This is 880 ESPN.
WHSQ and WCBS FM HD2, New York.
Now let's take a look at the traffic with Brandy Scott.
Thanks so much, guys. I hope you have an awesome rest of the night. We've got the Rangers home over at MSG. Might want to consider using mass transit. Really no easy way to drive into Midtown. West Side Highway southbound, a crash by the Intrepid. Solid slowdowns go back into the 60s. East side of town, FDR just packed both up and down, heading over to the Midtown Tunnel and 59th Street Bridge. Islanders are home at the UBS Arena. Bumper to bumper on the Cross Island southbound, approaching Hempstead Turnpike from the Throgs Neck Bridge in Queens. Still have this broken down minivan on the BQE eastbound. Right lane out by Meeker Morgan in Brooklyn. Delays go back onto the inbound Gowanus. No easy way to the outbound George, Cross Bronx westbound, crawling from White Plains Road on through. Inbound George about 10 to 15 for both the upper and lower decks. Outbound Lincoln, your best ride at 20 to 30. Outbound Helena run you 45 plus. I'm Brandy Scott on 880 ESPN New York.
This fall, don't sit on the sideline because of pain. If you're tired of waking up stiff, fighting neck, back, or joint pain, and missing out on the things you love, it's time to take action. Call Dr. J. Shaw at Sandwell Pain, New Jersey's top pain specialist. Dr. Shaw is an Ivy League trained, double board certified, and laser focused on one thing: getting you back in the game. Living pain-free, no surgery, no cuts, no downtime. Just precise image-guided treatments that deliver real results. Whether it's sciatica, nerve pain, migraine, or chronic joint pain, Dr. Shaw will personalize a non-surgical game plan just for you without pain medication. Same-day and next-day appointments are available with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood. Most major insurances are accepted, so what are you waiting for? Don't let pain keep you out of the action this season. Visit Sandwell Pain to text, call, or book online. You'll wish you met Dr. J. Shaw a lot sooner. Relief starts today, and victory over pain is closer than you think.
Long Island is brewing some spooky fun at Jake's 58 Casino Hotel. We're celebrating this October for our $50,000 Witchy Wednesdays drawing. Be here on Wednesday, October 1st, 15th, and 29th from 3 to 7 p.m. when 2 winners will be drawn every hour to pick a witch's hat and win up to $5,000 cash. Club members can conjure up to 5 times entry multipliers. Fly over to where Long Island wins at Jake's 58 Casino Hotel. If gambling is a problem for you or someone you care about, please call the 24-hour toll-free helpline at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
To help those who want to be helped, but may not be able to afford it.
That's what PGA Tour winner Grayson Murray had envisioned for a foundation before he sadly took his own life at just 30 years old. His parents channeled their grief into creating the Grayson Murray Foundation, carrying out his vision to help those struggling with mental health and addiction. To donate and learn more, visit GraysonMurrayFoundation.com.
Do you have trouble getting in and out of the bathtub? Are you afraid you'll slip and fall entering or exiting a tub? SafeStep walk-in tubs can transform your bathtub from an area of concern to a calming refuge. Call them today at 1-800-731-4558 and save $1,600. SafeStep walk-in tubs and showers are proudly made in Tennessee and offer an ultra-low step-in, avoiding that difficult climb over a traditional bathtub wall. They also offer a variety of therapeutic benefits that may help soothe your aching muscles and joints, increasing your mobility, boosting your energy, and improving your sleep. SafeStep walk-in tubs are designed to easily fit your existing tub space and are often installed in as little as one day. Just dial 1-800-731-4558 today to save $1,600 and receive a free shower package. That's 1-800-731-4558 for a free no-obligation consultation and to save $1,600. Safe Step walk-in tubs. Safety never felt so good.
This is an ENN Special Report. Now reporting
the very handsome Jewish man, Peter Rosenberg.
We should talk some sports. Do what you want. It's ENN.
Oh man, we said the things that we say during the break. We'd have such a hell of a show, but unfortunately, we dare to be good.
That's when we get the podcast.
Well,
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Let's be good.
I know. Look, if we want to really make a difference, we should say all the things we really feel.
Oh, great.
Let's go! Let's just start off ENN
Gobbledygook.
by saying good evening to Don.
I don't want the heart. I don't want the brain. I don't want the courage.
I want to say good evening to Don.
Would it be better if you took the brain away?
And to Alan.
I wish he was half out. He's all in. Oh, no.
And to myself. I'm not Ed Keenan.
Did you?
The effort was there, though.
But the visual of that moment,
yeah.
when you
saw
said
my
it,
brain thinking.
and then I went, and Don was already looking at me.
And then I went, it's Mike Keenan, isn't it?
But he knew where you were going. I had no idea. I'm like, Ed Keenan.
That's what makes it better.
Ed Keenan sounds like an old-timey columnist that, like, sits at the bar most of the day.
I'm not Ed Keenan.
Ed Keenan.
But by the way, you hear the hesitation, too?
Yeah, you
That's,
had
know
no
there's
confidence.
no confidence.
Like, Ed Keenan, like, covered Bun Cook, right? Had a nice relationship with him. And
yeah. He would, like nights after he filed his column, he'd be at the Barefoot Peddler just, like, sucking down a few brews before he finally went home, hoping the wife was asleep.
Let me say good evening to Griffin.
This is why he needs some Nuka honey.
But in real time, I appreciated the effort. It could have gotten a lot worse than that.
I thought he said Nanuka.
Oh, the Nuka?
He said Nanuka, huh?
Nanuka, which is not.
It's close. It's
Manuka. It's one letter
right
off.
Listen. And no one knows what it is except us.
We had another drop from him, didn't we? If anybody listened to Alan.
I hope we did.
I guess not.
I only have that one. There was another. What was the other one?
It was a good
He
one.
said something.
Yeah.
That was.
This is
and
why
We have a
he
lot of
needs
Griffin
some
saying, "Oh my God."
Nuka honey.
It was definitely not.
he said, "Oh my God," but
Let me say good evening to Stephen A. Smith.
Tiago Splitter. Oh my God.
But that was another one, right? But they're all the same.
There were plenty of good ones.
Oh my God.
Good evening to the great Mike Tyson.
I broke my back. Spinal.
So good.
Lumbar.
It's so good.
Lumbar. All right, guys. A lot is happening in the world, in case you're unaware. So we've talked a lot about the betting scandal in the NBA. Mm-hmm. And here's Brian Windhorst on NBA Today.
Where was he?
He was in Stew.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was.
L.A.?
Windhorst on desk. It doesn't hit the same way.
Yeah, he was in L.A. then, right?
Here's Windhorst talking about Damon Jones.
Damon Jones, who is named in this indictment, is accused of receiving money for letting bettors know that LeBron James is not going to play in a game. And I just want to point something else out that's just interesting, is that Damon is accused of doing this in 2 different occasions, a year apart. And the second time he did it, he indicated that Anthony Davis might not play in a game. Anthony Davis did play. LeBron James did play. The Lakers were the underdogs in that game and won. And the bettors lost and got angry at Damon and wanted their money back, according to the indictment. So this is a very messy situation, but this is something the league is going to have to address, and I'm sure that they will.
You think they set him up? Like they knew he did it one time, so it's like now they're telling him, like, yeah, I'm not going to play. Yeah, I'm not playing either. And then he calls his guys, and then they set him up.
Well, but do you think it could
That's
be
diabolical, by the way.
Could it have been as direct?
He could have had serious damage done to his body.
Oh, yeah. Could it have been as direct, though, as him, like, hitting up LeBron directly and being like, hey, Bron, what's good, man? How you feeling? You in tonight? How's it looking?
You never know. Or he's just around.
Because, like, if you're LeBron James.
You can't make it that obvious.
And you were teammates with the guy, and you know him, and you get a text, it's like, what's good, man? How you feeling? You playing tonight? Or you playing tomorrow? You know.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. Nah, I'm out. I think AD's out, too. All right. And then
cool.
you right away
Peace.
hit up.
Hey, why?
Yeah. ...
Right.
And, you know,
goes to green.
How much does a trainer make in the NBA?
A lot. Enough to not
give me a financial.
I think if you're training NBA players, you are in the nice mid to high 6 figures at least doing it.
Yeah, so maybe let's say $500,000.
You're doing well.
You're doing, and plus you're getting nice perks.
But
going to games, flying on jets.
But you could, if you wanted to, for a service, provide a service. Hey, letting some people know on the QT who's in, who's out,
it's
and
casual, right? Well,
it doesn't seem worth losing your job over, but let's say you got a bunch of, gambling debt you want to get rid of.
Again, I guess this has to come down to, we can't help but look at it about the money, right? We go, why would you do this? It's where you have to think these are people who have a problem.
No.
Some sort of addiction. Now, I'm not talking about Chauncey Billups. In the case of Chauncey, what it sounds like, and again, we're all speculating what we're hearing, it sounds like a situation where someone just said, hey, man, you want to make some easy money? You're going to play a card game with some people. It's easy. All right, cool. I get that. But to be Terry Rozier, to be the guy, Damon Jones, who you're really completely risking your reputation, you're risking a lifetime death sentence with the sport. It has to be an addiction, right? There has to be something deeper than
of course,
just
it is.
An addiction to the thrill, an addiction to the money, an addiction to something.
I would think, I'm not an expert on this, Peter, but I would think a gambling's addiction no different than being an alcoholic or a drug addict.
It is.
You can't help it. So obviously any logical decision gets thrown out the window when you've got a problem, right?
Well, the thrill is such a big part of it, right?
Well, sure.
You're risking it all.
It's not just the thrill of losing the money. It's maybe the thrill of, hey, I might lose my job. Just dancing on the edge every single day. Can I get away with this? I don't know. I can't wrap my mind around it because I'm not an addict. But if you're an addict.
One of the sickest things about addiction, particularly with regards to stuff like this, when you start getting the realm of like gambling and sex and things like that, is that they're operating on the risk part is such a high thing, right? And so you get to the moment where you think it may all come crashing down. And then you start selling yourself, oh my God, I'll never do this again. I'll never do it again. I'll never do it again. I'm never doing this. I'm never doing this. I don't want to get caught. My wife's going to catch me. My team's going to catch me. My boss is going to get, whatever. I'm going to get caught. Never doing this again. You make a deal with God. God, get me out of this one. I promise I'll never do it again. Then it doesn't happen, Don. You don't get caught. A few days later, it's calling you again.
It's gone.
God bless. Me bless.
That was God calling?
What was that?
Play it for Alan again.
God bless. Me bless.
Peter was making picks as God at one point.
We were doing it where I was doing picks, and I had my sound effect thing on, and I would go to the God voice. And it was also, so in that moment.
Whatever happened to the sound effects?
I still have it. I could do it from home if I want to every once in a while.
It's me, God.
And at one point, it was sometime after I'd done the original God bless drop that Don and I enjoy of me just going God bless. So in my regular voice.
Mm-hmm.
So I then tried to copy it in the God voice, but then I said it's not God bless, it's me bless.
God bless. Me bless. Listen, it's me. It's God.
There was a time where the picks were fun.
Yeah.
I'd have to say that time is now past.
Yeah, well, no, picks now or not.
Because we're not good at it
We're
anymore.
terrible. We've all forgotten how to pick.
All right, I vote that because we're so bad at it, that we have to bring back comedy to it.
I want to.
Almost parody
there was a point
ourselves
where it was,
now.
There was me, Michael, Peter, and we had Bear making picks. Trump was making picks. God.
Yeah.
One of Michael's kids.
Teachers, that wasn't
was
even
making
fun
picks.
anymore. It was just annoying.
He kept
but still.
forgetting to
I think
give
he
the
jumped
pick.
Mr. Bruni.
when you go there.
Mr. Bruni.
Yeah, Mr.
No.
Frank
Ballard
Bruni.
was making picks.
Yeah, that might
Boone?
get too much.
Oh, yeah, we had Boone. We had
Boone's
Ballard.
good.
I've lost my reason to text with Boone. We got to get Boone back involved.
Why don't we just get him back in now?
But he'd be happy to be in.
Has Aaron? He hasn't done any interviews, right? He hasn't been on with Michael or anything.
Not that I know of.
Well, he did talking Yanks after the season ended once, right?
Well, he talked to the media in general, but I don't know if he did any spot. Why not get? What we should get Boone on, honestly.
Sure. Text him
and just say, listen.
Why don't you just ask him?
We're going to ask a couple of Yank questions, but let's get
you
into the
are
Eagles.
the voice of the Devils.
I don't think he cares.
That's a big deal.
But it's not about that. He's just
You're
a lovely man.
You're the voice of the winningest team in New York right now.
I texted him on an off day during the playoffs. He
You
wrote me
did.
right back.
No, he's
2 seconds.
There's a difference getting a text back and him coming on.
Yeah, especially
Well, when he texts you back, is it this?
no. Sometimes
He loves the
that's
emojis.
not really.
He
That's
loves
not
the
a
gifs.
text back. That's
No,
a half-ass effort.
I sent him.
Especially now that all you have to do is just hit it and it automatically sends.
It's
like
not
one less step.
Here's what happened. After a good Yankees win, they won that first series. I wrote back and said, not taking all the credit, but, and sent this picture of Maya.
Oh my God. That's cheating.
And he wrote, love it. Thanks, Peter.
Yeah, he has to respond to the baby picture.
He responds to everything I
That
ever
guy
said.
Thursday.
Dude.
Oh yeah.
And then he wrote back. He sent, love it. Thanks, Peter. I said,
Of course.
hope you're well, my friend. Eagles suck.
And then nothing.
That's it.
right. Then
Yeah,
he just goes.
but if you'd said that with another picture of Maya,
Yeah.
he'd be obligated to
with
respond.
her her
That is
wearing
such a
commander's
cheat
gear.
code, man.
Oh, she looks so great.
I
How's
should
she
do that.
doing?
By the way, this is a guy who sends me pictures of his family in the booth at Eagles games. This is what we do.
But not.
When was this?
That's before the Super Bowl.
But that's not him
We don't
fishing
text
for a
every
response.
day. He's not my best friend.
I would like to have him on. Again, it's my dream. My dream show. I don't know if I ever told you this. Is to do a show in which you interview people and not talk about what they do, but what they like. So you get Metallica on to talk about the San Jose Sharks. Like, so they'd love doing that because they don't want to talk about themselves. They don't want to talk about what they do.
It's why actors would rather talk sports and why athletes would rather talk music.
Because, when we had Ben Stiller on, he loved talking about the Knicks and having fun. All of a sudden, we started breaking down, what's it like to direct. He'll fall asleep.
Well, he also he doesn't want to talk about himself.
Right. He doesn't want to talk about himself. But, he'll want to promote his stuff. But get Boone on to just talk about the Eagles.
Why don't we do it?
Don, send him. He's talking like he doesn't have the guy's number. I can't ask him.
You are too.
Yeah, but I'm not the one who brought this
There's
up.
only one guy here that doesn't have his number. It's the Yankee fan.
Giants, Eagles. Sunday.
Eagles. Sunday.
Oh, come on.
Perfect.
Tomorrow.
So all right. So stop being a gutless puke.
Both of you.
No.
Who are you talking to? You just send him a picture of Maya wearing a Don Hahn and Rosenberg onesie and say, hey, Maya would love to hear you on our show
by the
tomorrow.
Way, I'm happy to do it.
Let's do it.
As the producer, I don't think you guys are doing enough here.
But
why don't you do it before we get off the air?
But hear me out.
Get a response.
Why is Don so gutless that he would bring it up and go, we should get Aaron Boone on the show?
You know what I'm noticing? When I sit in between you, he does get a little ballsy.
Oh, and now I'm the one who's ballsy?
Well,
you're the one who stole the man's
you're
seat.
throwing gutless. You're pointing fingers.
But Don, am I wrong? You're the one who brought it up. Ask him to come on the show. You're Don
I feel like a
LaGreca,
linesman
for God's
right
sake.
now. Holding to you want to drop him? You want to go? You guys going to go?
I think he respects you more than he respects me. He's known of you longer.
Send a picture of the kids, the twins.
No, there's no need to send a picture of the kids. You say it's Don Bleeping LaGreca, Boone.
That's right.
Come on the show tomorrow. We want to talk
Voice
Eagles,
of the
Giants.
Devils.
We want to talk Eagles Giants.
Now,
No
let me ask
Yankee
you this.
talk. Don't even worry about it.
And you're cool with that?
Which part?
Of having Aaron Boone on and not asking him one.
You know
Yankee
who's not cool about it? John Winthrop. Guaranteed.
I know.
I guarantee.
Guaranteed. He's like, you can't have him on and not talk
John
Yankees.
Winthrop doesn't want to hear the word baseball for another 5
Are
months.
you sure?
He will be fine talking Eagles
Now,
and Giants.
will
Anthony.
Will the Yankee fan, in which there are many that listen to the show, would they appreciate what we're doing?
Well, here's what you do, Don. We say that's what we're doing, and then naturally, organically, at some point we go, so we got to ask you one. And you do it.
But you can't promise him you're not and then do that. Well, you can, I guess, but then we'll never have him on again.
So here's what you do. Once he agrees, if he says, sure, I'll come on, you say, we might get to, maybe we'll ask one or two things about the Yankees.
Now I feel like I would rather just text them, listen, Yankees, Eagles, Giants, come on, just talking about that, no Yankee question.
But
then all of a sudden he says yes, and I'm like, we might sneak in one. No, that's not right.
You know what? You're right.
All right, I'll
Here he
send
goes.
it.
Send it.
I'm actually nervous.
Otherwise,
I just don't like, and it's not because of who it is. I just don't like bothering people. That's why I'd never be a good salesman or producer. Would you like to come on? And like they don't say yes right away. It's like, I'm sorry to bother you.
Yeah, sorry to bother you. See you next year. I apologize. You know what? I'd like to give you something instead.
Do you have a show I can come on?
All right, let's.
Well, Don is sending this text. Who else do we want to get on?
All right, you got any thoughts?
Well, to talk about something other than what they do. I love this idea. That could be a segment we do once a week.
Well, you should.
We'll do a secret guest.
You should do you
won't tell anybody else who it is until they come on.
I don't know why you just added the secret element
to
it.
Because then we don't know. It's fun.
I think in your case it would be think of someone who's a Knicks fan.
Buffalo Bills went out and got who?
Tay Diggs.
Oh, we cut out the
that was interesting.
correction.
I've never heard it without the correction. I like it.
Keyshawn.
Tay Diggs. That's right. All right. Let's hear from Cooper Flagg on his blowout loss at his debut. In case you missed it in the Battle of Texas, Wemby, 40 points, 15 boards, played like a god. Cooper Flagg, 10 points, 10 rebounds. Modest game. Not terrible.
Just face planted.
But here's Cooper Flagg on his debut.
Not great. Obviously didn't play incredibly well, but I got to move past it. I was trying to focus and start getting ready for Friday.
By the way, did you catch that?
Yeah. Which
accent is gone. Gone.
Why?
Listen.
Not great. Obviously didn't play incredibly well, but I got to move past it. I was trying to focus and start getting ready for Friday.
Little touch.
Oh, Bill.
Dude, he is really. It's almost gone.
What was his accent again?
He's French.
That wasn't Wembayama.
I thought you said that was Wembayama.
Cooper Flagg.
Oh my God,
dear heavenly Father!
You said it was.
I was like,
when did you bring up Cooper Flagg? Did I miss that?
Jacob, this isn't on me. No, this isn't on me. This isn't on me. Don, you knew what I was doing.
I was
right?
like, what is he supposed to sound like?
I'm like, how's that Wemby?
It's like he's not.
Like, did he just
give
rid
it
of
up
the
on his
accent
homeland?
and everything?
Now he sounds like Cooper Flagg.
Actually, he's going to be I'm playing for the U.S. Olympic team now.
Like, I see Alan's confusion.
Like, damn.
Peter did say Wemby dropped 40 points. And
Yeah,
then
like I heard you talking about Wembayama. I'm like, damn.
But then I went back. Let's hear from Cooper Flagg.
But to Peter's defense, he did say, let's go
He
back
did
to Cooper
say?
Flagg, yes.
Yeah, well,
didn't sound like
I checked out on that one.
Yeah, he lost me.
I was too busy. I'm getting DiPietro texts.
What do you think
They're
about
really
this?
funny.
Oh, you know what?
They're really
This is
funny.
what we're
All right,
doing.
what do you think?
So I guess that's
I'm
what
workshopping this
All
text.
right,
Here we go. What do you got?
Eagles Giants Sunday. Want to come on our show tomorrow? No Yankees, just football. Could be fun.
Get rid of could be fun.
All right. Yeah, I thought you were going to say that.
I'm here to.
How about God bless?
Me bless.
I love the could be fun.
Yeah,
could be fun is like you're asking him out to coffee.
I know. Want to watch a movie? Just friends. No big deal. Could be fun.
Could be fun.
Listen, no pressure, no obligation. Just two friends seeing a movie.
Netflix and chill.
all.
Could be
Could be
fun.
fun.
That's all.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Want to come up with some coffee? Could be fun.
Yeah, no big deal.
All right. So this is good. Get
Let's
rid of
do
that.
One more time.
Eagles Giants Sunday. Want to come on our show tomorrow? No Yankees, just football.
Love it.
Bang.
He did it.
Did you say bang?
It's sent. It's sent.
Did you see what was floating around the internet?
And then, by the way, if he goes, if he hits us back,
Are there dots? Have you seen? Oh, you don't.
No,
you
no.
have.
If he,
Oh, no, I
there's
get
now
it.
You get
dots.
dots?
There's now dots. They changed it. Now, real quick, if
dots
he
show up.
ghosts us or gives them like, I can't do it, just gonna be like, I then may follow up whether you do it or not. I'm like, wow, without Kay, we don't really hear from the old Boonster anymore, huh?
Well, that's
unfortunate.
Anthony's wondering if Boone even knows that Michael's not on the show anymore, and then he'll be terribly
Yeah, he might know
depressed
what the hell show this
when he
is.
hears my voice and goes, "Who the hell is that?"
Well, he won't. He will not. No, first of all, he'll know you. He pays attention. Second of all, he doesn't care for Michael that much. I mean, come on. They like each other. I don't think he's like crying.
And
That's
also,
an allegation.
Michael could be a bit of an irritant to him as well.
Yeah,
like,
Michael
you know what?
annoys him at
There's an
times.
off season for a reason.
Oh, he'd almost take it like it's a real break.
Yeah.
Because Michael would be compelled journalistically to ask him a Yankee
Yeah,
question.
of course. I mean,
And Don made a rule: no Yankees.
I
drawing
think
a line.
I don't think he would buy it if Michael texted him no Yankees. He might buy it with us,
I
but
have faith.
I don't think he's going to get back to me at all.
I predict he will get back. Maybe by the end of the show. We only have 3 minutes, but I'm saying I'll call
I
that a
doubt
maybe.
it.
2.5 minutes.
3 dots.
I do still get the dots.
No,
but,
I don't think so.
There's no dots. There's no hope.
All right, speaking of the Giants and the Eagles, though,
No
Saquon,
dots, no hope.
former Giant, current Eagle, and Raven, Charger now. Here's Saquon Barkley on what he learned from the first meeting with the Giants.
I mean, that's what happens when you go against a team who got juice and playing with swagger and confidence, and defense that we already know that they were really good. And offense, they put in a young quarterback who's super talented, and with Scatterboo and Tracy, great backs back there, and Singh and Devin. When you go against a team that has that passion, that fire, you can get your butt handed to you. You can get it handed to you. That's the truth. So that's what I learned about them. But also know the type of coach Daves is and the guys that are over there. So it's going to be a tough challenge.
Interesting. It's a lot different than the last time when we put out a documentary.
Yeah.
It's a little different. Vibe's different.
All of a sudden, we're just
vibe check.
Did they right the ship? So is it going to be Eagles Chiefs again?
Now, let me ask
you. If it's Eagles Chiefs again, seriously,
I'm out.
I got vacation time.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I'm out. I don't want.
All right, good. You're finally on board.
I'm on board with that one. Yes.
Now, real quick, what was the vibe check like for Scatterboo in the building last night?
He got an ovation.
Not like crazy, just nice.
No, it was like once. Yeah, he had a Brunson jersey on, which is always the right go-to.
Cheap pop.
And he did a little bit of like just waving. Like he didn't just like sit there smiling. He stood up. He did a little bit of get the crowd going.
Doesn't count.
What doesn't count?
Getting a positive reaction when you're wearing the Knick garb and then you're pumping the crowd up.
He also had the scat
chain.
Yeah,
it was
slick
pretty, move.
He had
Peter,
a lot
is
of ice.
You acknowledge the crowd, you take your sip of beer, and then just let it be organic. If you're hyping the crowd up, of course you're going to get a positive response.
You think so?
Just be wearing
I love this team. I love this fans. Thank you, guys. Let's go!
Right, Peter? You're wearing the Knick garb. You're pumping the crowd up. Are they going to boo you?
No, it's the right thing to do to wear the Knicks garb, right? Like, I mean,
it's just a jersey. I'm sure they gave it to him.
Yeah, I think it's still. I think no matter what, Scatterboo is going to get love.
No,
I
don't. I just say I would like to see it be more organic.
Now, what if he grabbed the beer and just chugged it?
I know that's a hot thing, though.
But that would have been very on brand for him too.
Damien's done that at the Islanders, right?
Yeah, tremendous. Yes,
big pop every time. Huh?
Awesome.
That'll do it for ESPN on this Thursday evening. We'll do it one more time tomorrow, guys.
Can the Rangers get a win tonight at the Garden?
Yes.
Their first of the season. They play the Sharks. That's coming up momentarily. And it just put them on the board in the Garden. Keep the vibes going. And you have the Knicks and the Celtics tomorrow at the Garden as well. We have our picks tomorrow and a lot more. We'll see y'all